To the continued orchestrated collapse we see of this living piece of dog shit we are forced to call our society. I am your host, Red from Alaska, and I hope to be with you for a lot longer in our team than just the next hour or two on this live stream. As we continue to fight for our property and rights through all the lows and all the heights, keeping it together. And I am so happy you can join me as we continue this struggle to be free. I am your host, Wrench in Alaska, from Alaska, and I hope to be with you for a lot longer in our team than just the next hour or two on this live stream. As we continue to fight for our property and rights through all the lows and all the heights, keeping it together. And I am so happy you can join me as we continue this struggle to be free, to be free.
All right, that was enough. It's still a little bit more on that song, but hey, it goes on forever. I've made so many versions of that song, it's insane. So welcome back once again to the continued orchestrated collapse of this living piece of dog shit, which we are forced to call our shit society. I'm your host, Reg from Alaska, and dig the lava on the top, right? Oh, makes me just want to fucking take mushrooms. Oh, how y'all doing? Yeah. Okay. Update. Painted the truck. It's done and in the garage right now. Well, mostly done. There's no clear coat yet, but I've got it pretty well painted. I'm going to try to get into the car show that's coming up. I think it's Saturday on the 10th. Yeah. And see if I can get some action from that. And so, got an update for you here on the new stem cell treatment I'm doing. Yet, very inexpensive, non-invasive, self-administered. Yeah, I think you might know what I'm talking about. But just in case you don't, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Only got a few things on the Instagram page right now, but the one that I did the thumbnail with is from one of the researchers there. Great guy. Let me see what's the name. His name is Wisdom Speech, and he has put a correlation together with the sacred geometry, particularly that, not the tree of life, it's the other one, and flower, I think. He's put a correlation between how they're building the 5G towers now, and we're gonna check that out. Joey, what's up? Welcome. We also have Southern Mom in the house. Welcome. Good to see y'all. And there's my brother from another mother right there, Jack, Mr. Doc Holiday. And you see, got the invite right up there at the top, bro. And so, hope you can make it on, because I struggle to do it all alone. Forrest might come on too. I've been talking to him a bit, and then, like I said, got the truck done. That freaking thing looks so cool, right? Cody said cheers back at you. I got the Jack special here, Blue Moon, this time. So moving up. No, see, a friend of mine came over. He wanted to borrow. He has to go to some kind of a special event, his nephew's graduation or something like that. And he asked me if I had a suit, right? And I'm like, I got a couple suits, right? And so he came over and got a suit today, and we played some pool, and he brought the Blue Moon because I said, hey man, got my 6-pack. Woo-hoo. I ran out, and so I'm wearing the comic book shirt because I just got back from make a quick run up to the beer store myself so I could have plenty. And oh God, I can't wait to drive that truck. I'm still driving the little cartoon car, right? And that thing, everybody always, woohoo on that. So it's fun. But all right, we'll start out with well, let's take a look at the guy's video real quick about this, what I'm talking about, the sacred geometry thing, and then I'll give you the update on my new therapy, which is freaking miraculous, is the only way I can describe it. Absolutely miraculous. And so let's see, I'm gonna switch over real quick to the Instagram page from the Suno page, and we're gonna play that video real quick. I found it very interesting. It's definitely makes you wonder, but we all know what they're doing, of course, but this is kind of like, can we say it's proof? We can say it's confirmation of the theory, but as far as proof goes, right? How are we gonna prove whatever? Anyway, here's the video right here. Let's go ahead and click on it. You can see it right there at the top. This is how they're laying out the 5G towers. And so let me get a little bigger picture on it, and I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little better, and then we'll press play. Okay, I think that's about right. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so check this out, and then let's talk.
5G towers trapping your consciousness. 5G towers are being created in the same pattern as the flower of life. The flower of life is not just a geometric shape. As you already know, the universe is a mental construct. All creation begins as thought, then manifests into physical reality. We basically live in a giant web, an ether field of thoughts. This symbol represents the interconnectedness of thoughts. A thought of a chair leads to the thought of a table. The thought of a table leads to the thought of food. Everything is interconnected, even thoughts. This symbol represents the web of the mental plane, the web of consciousness, and how everything is interconnected in the universe. One thought, one action can influence the whole. Now, this is what I find creepy. 5G towers are being made in the flower of life. Maybe this is to create an artificial web. Could this be an attempt to create an artificial web of thoughts where they will be able to pick up on our thoughts and transmit thoughts through this grid? Basically, an artificial version of what the universe actually is, a field of thought. Now, I'm not making statements, but this is what I'm seeing. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are 5G towers trapping your consciousness?
Okay, that's a pretty strong case right there. And this guy does great research. And so, I mean, I saw that and I'm like, of course, they're going to be doing that, right? But I mean, the whole connection with all thoughts, right? And I mean, this is mind control. Right? It's plain and simple right there. And not only that, but we all know the radiation that the 5G puts out is very bad for you. And this is why we all make sure that we have our transmitters in our pockets at all times. Oh man, whatever, right? I stopped giving a fuck a long time ago and just start to defend yourself from these things. And that's a much better way to go. Okay, I can take my shoes off here. I just got back and I just ran in the house, right? And I got some new shoes. I mean, I almost ruined them first day. And they're actually pretty nice. Finally got some other than black shoes, right? These fuckers were expensive as hell, though. Like $150 or something like that. But I think they're well worth it. Very comfortable. European shoes. I think they're like Dansko or something like that. Yeah. And this is a size 42. European sizes, right? All right. So what did you guys think about this little video where he's making the correlation of the 5G towers and the flower of life, which is sacred geometry, of course. And so Jack says, I got something like that, Reg. Uggs, Australia, nice, nice. Yeah, I was choosing, there was Uggs were there too, right? I was choosing between a couple of different brands, and then these ones were not black, right? And so this is like one of the very first pairs of shoes that I have that aren't black, right? So I'm pretty stoked about it. Okay. Yeah, so we're thinking about that. I will give you the update on the new stem cell therapy, right? I hinted to this last time, and I went ahead and started to do it. All right. And I'm going to say immediately, it is nothing short of miraculous. I still got the hanging on wrist injury because I can't fucking stop doing shit, right? And now I've been sanding and painting a lot, and I hold the paint can, dude. Oh man, my fingertip is still numb from pressing the button, right? And I gotta stop doing this shit so I can fully let it heal. But guess what? I went ahead and put the topical on both my wrists. The first day, about 6 days ago, and I woke up and there was absolutely no pain or whatsoever in either one of them. I was just like, oh my God, this is insane, right? And so I kept doing it throughout the day and kept it going, right? Otherwise it would have been an absolute pain. And so, in case you're not exactly sure what I'm talking about, I brought some in here to show you. There you go. And as you may have guessed, this is everything you need to heal you, because we have all the stem cells we need to heal us within us. And when the Bible says everything you need to heal yourself is within you, that's what they're talking about, because we are just pissing it away. Right? Of course, it's urine. Not just any, your own, of course, because you can have your own stem cells in it. And I have not brought myself to drink any of it, so don't worry. I've just been using it topically. And holy shit, does it work? Does it work? It works better than any fucking thing that I've ever tried. And so I've been putting on my elbows, my knees, and my wrists, and game changer, absolute 100% game changer. See, because this stuff, all natural, all your own DNA. So perfectly suited to you. And you let it, you age it, let it sit in the jar, and it loses that strong, pungent smell right away, And so when doesn't smell like that, that's when I like to apply it, right? But the guy says, the guy who I stumbled upon, who led me this direction, of course, it's an ancient practice, of course, too, right? And also the ancients use it, like the Egyptian priests that extended their lives in 800-900 years. Yes, this is how they did it. Part of how they did it. Also, they had a pristine environment. But I mean, if this can make an old guy like me feel better, oh man, right? And so it's so simple. It couldn't get any more simple. And so I'd urge you to expand your horizons and try it, because absolutely game changing. I felt a difference immediately. It's insane. So let me grab some comments real quick here, and we'll continue the conversation. You guys let me know what you think about this insane freaking thing I'm doing. Joey, Smart Dust has been around a long time. Yeah, absolutely agreed. Fibonacci numbers, for sure. It's all in that sacred geometry. Doc Holiday. I got some Uggs. There we go. Rachel, which is Southern Mama. 5G tower made me feel horrible when I walked underneath it like death. Yes, absolutely. Especially, if you're around other things, or you have your phone in your pocket, all that, right? That's all going to be part of the factor. Doc Holiday, it is death. Agreed. The slow death. Sally Field says, I got some Atomics exercise shoes, Reg. Fits like a moccasin glove on your feet. That's interesting. I may have heard of that before. Somebody was telling me about these really good shoes, really good for you. As it close to the ground, you can get besides grounding? Right, the shoes that will allow you to ground, because I'm sure these ones, you know, the bottoms, the rubber sole, that was a heinous move to disconnect us all from Earth. But I like to go out barefoot, and just talking about that with one of my other buddies whose car is here. Right, I told him, you know, get your feet on that ground. So yeah, Atomics. I'm going to check that out for sure. That's an interesting spelling, but I'll just think Atomics, right? Atomics. But I think somebody else has told me about that. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Southern Mama Rachel says they were offering people around here $30K if they had 10 or 15 acres to let them build on their property. Of course, they're going to give you some of that fucking Jew money, right? And I mean, you can't blame them, right? You get your money somehow. Doc Holiday, how about shit? He eats, drink me, and eat poo. Crazy to think they're onto something. No, I would draw the line at that. I will not ingest any excrement, not at all. I mean, I haven't even ingested this shit, the piss, right? No, I will. I pretty well. I don't think I ever will, right? You don't have to. Why? Right? It's better to put it right where it's at. I mean, if you put it in your body, you're gonna have to. It's gonna go through your digestive fluids and all that, right? It's gonna weaken it, knock them out. I don't know, but this is why there's tens of millions in it, I guess. So you know, but haven't been able to bring myself to do it yet, and I'm pretty sure that no, I won't. But I mean, I despise excrement, right? And so there's no way in hell that's ever is. But you heard about, you know, they're transplanting shit from one person's colon to another, and it's supposed to cure them of their bad gut shit transplants. Good God. So how I feel again, Rachel. How long? Oh, 30K for the 30K. Oh, yeah, you're interested, right? She has no clue. They offered my friend 30K, and he said, "Hell no, he wouldn't put it on his property." Yeah, that's good. That's good. I agree, because that's going to, you know, make you very unhealthy. It's slow death, and it's going to, you know, ruin your body functions, break them down as they go. And so that was good. Yep, good for resisting, because that money's going to be gone, poof, just like that, just like that. But anyway, you can see one of the first things I noticed, besides, you know, by putting this stuff on, is that my hands, the skin of my hands is back to looking like it was when I was 20 years old, and it was getting kind of wrinkly, right? Kind of bad. But now look at that. Once again, boom, put it on my neck, and you can see my neck is no longer getting that old gizzardy thing, right? It's reversing back to, you know, proper. And so I'm telling you, this is the game changer. And so, here we go. We got Forrest. Katrina Refugee, what's up, brother?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, we got you fine.
Let me put the lights on chill mode. Hold on, check this out.
Nice.
1 second.
Yeah, you see it. I got the disco lights on back.
Check this out. Yeah, your setup's looking good, bro.
Thanks, man.
Right,
yeah,
hold on.
I have a red
Evening
light
time.
over here and a blue light. Red
There
and
we
blue
go.
light
You saw
on either
that?
side too.
On my phone. I got smart
there you
light
go.
bulbs. They're
Dude,
probably spying
sick.
on me.
Oh yeah,
Let me
it's
turn
got
on
that
my
flicker rate too.
Disco light. Yeah. Dude, the sacred geometry thing, bro.
Oh, I know. I saw that and I was like,
another
oh
wedge
shit.
nuclear bomb, dude. Immediately made me think of the DC, the way that DC is laid out in like a geometric pattern. You know how it's like a diamond pattern? You ever look at DC on a map? I mean, I know you know about this, dude. Reg knows everything. He just has to guard it up there for the secret order of ancient Alaskans. I'm joking.
Yeah, I have seen it. I think it's laid out in, you know, in a pentagram, of course, right? And so,
right, dude. It's man.
It's all satanic. Yeah.
5G. So, yeah, I missed like the last 10 minutes. Right? Yeah,
right.
Totally.
It makes sense that they would use that, you know, because it's already it's already a matrix laid out, right?
Of course.
So
yeah, man.
But did you hear what I was just talking about?
Yeah, you were talking about putting something. Yeah. What kind of therapy are you doing? Oh shit! I think you're on mute.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just showing you right here the jar. Guess.
Oh, you're going aged with it. You're going aged with it. I haven't ever gone aged, bro.
Aged.
I'm too scared to
urine.
go aged.
Yes.
A little taste of urine medicine, huh? Yeah, I knew about that. I was gatekeeping that from y'all. I was using flat earth to chill. You got me. The flat Earth. We're gatekeepers for pee therapy. You guys got us busted, man. The flat Earth and all the other stuff is just a distraction.
I remember years ago, Sin Corona brought this up to me. I remember he said that years ago, and I balked and I didn't follow up. And so, but when I saw the video, the guy said that Dr. Group, you know, my boy Dr. Group.
Oh yeah, he just recently started going on it about like 6 months ago. He went open on it, man.
Yep. If it's on Group's thing, right? I'm doing it, right? Because that's the man. So I started immediately, and it's miraculous. I started putting on my wrist that hurt or sore, you know, from doing all the sanding and painting. Shit, my fingertip was numb from spraying cans, right? And it worked immediately, right? I woke up the next day and I didn't have any pain or anything anywhere. I was like, God damn, I can get this done. And so I've been doing it. I've been putting it on my wrists, my elbows, my knees, put some on my neck, tightened up all the skin in my neck. It's looking younger already. And so I've been doing it less than a week. And it's like,
oh yeah, it's miraculous, man. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while, but are you familiar with Andrew Norton Webber? You watched his stuff? He's like the original guy, and he kind of disappeared off the scene after a while. But are you familiar with kind of like the idea is that it's distilled? And we know about like distilled supposedly sucking minerals out of the body like magnetically, like because it's got distilled water has the polarity that any inorganic minerals on any inorganic minerals it'll suck it up into there. And so if that's like too gross for you, like you can drink distilled water. I'm not gonna like officially tell people to drink distilled water, but
I haven't done it.
That's the theory. But
I do the filtering and the structuring. But Jack's asking how long do you leave the pee on for, right? Okay, so I let it age just for a little bit, right? The dude said he holds it for even more than 3 weeks, and he says that stuff. Okay, get this. The stuff that's older than 3 weeks, he says, and he's the drinker, right? He says he'll drink that shit, and it's like taking a hit of DMT or some shit. And I go, oh, well, fuck, now he's got me interested. But what I'm doing basically, Jack, is I'm just aging it for, maybe half a day. It takes that pungent scent away. And I'm putting it on and I'm not washing it off. I'm leaving it on, and it'll absorb right through your skin. And that's where all the stem cells are going to get delivered right to the spot it needs to be. And so that's how I'm doing it. And it's working. It's a miraculous thing. I'm hooked for life now. And so that's how good.
Yeah. The protocol that I heard is like you massage it kind of like until your skin's dry. Mm-hmm. The one, you know what? It'll supercharge, bro. Do a dry brush, but instead of getting a shower, you know what I mean? Do a
100%. I thought about that too, and so that's going to be my next.
I haven't done it in a long time, but
you dry brush, you get in there, and then your pores are going to be open when you come out of that shower too, and so you just put it right on there. It's just going to sink right in, right? But also, I was putting in
they got all kinds of chicks in my neighborhood. I guarantee you are doing this, bro. Austin hippie chicks.
Right. I mean, I should have tried it all those years ago when Sin Corona brought it up, right?
Yeah. But yeah, man, clean water, spring water also. Oh, nice. You like that? Yeah. It's actually beige.
Nice
it's actually beige. It's not white, but yeah, I know.
Right.
I'm Scottish. It's just kind of a thing. DMSO. I can't remember if it's DMSO or DSMO. Yeah, I had that from Amanda Vollmer. You know Amanda Vollmer? You ever saw her? She's up there in Canada.
I've never used it. I've never used DMSO though. I've heard about it though, of course, right?
Yeah, I got to get some more of that. You can get it on Amazon.
It just melts right into your skin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ordered some from Amanda Vollmer a long time ago, and I used it a couple times. I don't know. I didn't use it. I didn't like finish up using it. And I think I was like eating crappy and like drinking sodas and eating McDonald's a lot when I was doing it.
Trees. Interesting. Trees. If it's from trees, it's going to be good. It says at one time they were going to ban DMSO because it actually works too well. 100%. They will do that. Anything that works, they got to get rid of it. Yeah. So.
What's the other one? Damn it.
Cheers.
Yo, I'm a wine guy now. I'm a wine guy, dude.
Oh,
what do you think about that? glass of red wine for like, at the end of the night helps your blood circulation and stuff and
Yeah,
heart health.
it's good for you. It is.
Yeah. You got, I had to remind myself, like, okay, you only get one glass. Like, don't drink 3 glasses a night. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I started doing this about a month ago, and I don't know. I feel like it's kind of
Nice.
like really mellowed me out.
No, that's good. That's good.
And then
wine is well known. Well known for
I got a
health benefits.
cigar, so I got like a half smoked cigar that I'll just kind of, instead of smoking, I'll just like suck on the cigar, instead of actually smoking it.
Good. That's good. That's good. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
man.
I've been doing the vape thing here a little too much. Because
Oh, you started vaping?
Well, I traded my old snowboard for like 9 fucking 1 gram cartridges, right?
Oh, yeah, the good stuff, not the nicotine
free.
vape.
Oh, basically free, right? But I mean, I bring it to me when I go to the bar or something like that, so you can just, real quick, top secret, right?
Man.
And then people are always coming up to me going, hey, you got your thing? Yeah, here you go, man.
Oh, yeah, dude, the bar you sent me, that was live, dude. I got to come up in the summertime when it's party time up there, bro. That looked like a fun time.
Yeah, that was.
I got to look at it. I was looking, if I plan a ticket, like if I plan it in advance, I should be able to get a ticket for like under 600 round trip. Like $550.
That much? Usually, you can go onto Alaska Airlines site and they'll usually have some kind of special going to those big hubs like where you're at, right?
DFW is a big hub for them. DFW is a big hub for them.
Oh, yeah. Huge. Because they got a lot of Mexico people, right? And so they'll be like doing that. And so, you should be able to find something better than that. Like, I mean, I came down that last time. It was like 129 a way or something like that. It was cheap.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So,
dude. I'm glad you told me that. Yeah, because I'm not just going on Priceline and just taking the cheapest one anymore. That's like I've gotten screwed over too many times by doing that. So it's better to go on like Alaska Airlines.
I think those things kind of started out good, but they kind of went to shit, didn't they? Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I think you're right about that, man. They'll have a deal, but they always give you the shittiest hotel or the shittiest flight.
Oh. Yeah, you don't want that either, right? You'll be right there in the Roach Motel, bed bugs and shit.
Oh, God, like that La Quinta I got us. That was so stupid I did that, bro. But it was whatever, man. Remember we had that La Quinta and there was roaches in there?
Oh, my God. Yeah, dude.
I thought that was like, that was before I lived here. I thought that was like in the good part of Austin, but I didn't realize it was on the other side of the interstate. That's a big thing, especially here in Texas. You know what I mean?
The far side.
Mm-hmm.
But... yeah, no, I'm still tripping on this whole aged urine thing, right? And so, the guy that I was on some podcast and I followed him. I think his name is Troy Casey, right? Very simple spelling, two first names, right? Troy Casey, and you can find him on Instagram, and that's where I was looking at him and watching some of his videos, right? And he does all kinds of other stuff, not just this urine thing, that's kind of like a sideline for him. But all the other things, it looks like he's onto some shit,
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's, like I said, bro, that's the next level, bro. After you go flat, it's drinking your own pee. But like I said, bro, supposedly distilled water, will it save the same effect? Pee is just like your own supercharged form of it, but
not the stem cells, right? The stem cells that are in the urine are going to be in distilled water, though. Right?
No,
so that's what I'm in it for. I'm not drinking it. I'm just
structured. That's why it spirals out. I don't know about all that, but it's like it comes out in a perfect spiral. It's like maybe.
So, it's like what the Bible says. Everything you need to heal yourself is within you, right?
What is supposedly that's how you survive in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, right?
Right. That's how, I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to bring that up too. There's people drinking their own urine. It has helped people survive in so many cases, right? And so it makes perfect sense.
They had Survivor Man. Remember Survivor Man? He had the episode where he drinks his own pee. They show you this stuff. And Survivor Man. And remember the show Survivor? That was like the biggest episode when somebody got a jellyfish sting and they had to pee on it. No, that's supposedly the other thing. Yeah. You ever get bit by a rattlesnake or a cobra or anything, like immediately get a couple drops under your tongue and get it into the bloodstream right away. That's what they say.
Oh,
Because
really?
The antidote, the anti-venom, your body will produce the anti-venom right away.
Right. No, I mean, I've heard of that
this is
jellyfish
Texas
one,
wine right here.
Yeah, is
I
that
don't
in the box?
do Nephrantia. I do a $20 bottle. I do $20 bottle. But I'll try a Franzia though. But what got me into it was the Texas wine. There's something about, even though it's not as good, there's something about drinking the Texas wine that comes from this soil that I'm on that I felt it felt different. Yeah. Like it had a different like energy when I drank it.
Hey, they say that means a lot, right? Those vineyards, famous vineyards like from France and stuff like that, they've got prime land and it's got good energy to it. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. And I started drinking wine because I started watching this vampire show, dude. Do you have Hulu, bro?
Yeah, I can watch whatever, right?
Yeah. Have you seen the show, dude? What We Do in the Shadows?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia with vampires. It's the guys that did Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, get this. There was a movie called that before this series.
Yeah, like an indie film. Oh, you saw the movie?
Dude, hilarious, dude. Watch it. It's so
Reg saw the
funny,
fucking movie, bro. Yeah, dude. I gotta see the movie because, dude, the show, it's like right up your alley, bro. They're all vampires. Oh, yeah. They're the Staten Island vampires. But, dude, Nick Kroll is like the vampire boss of Manhattan. And, like, we know about the Kroll family with, like, they own this.
Right. I haven't seen it lately, right? But,
dude. The Nick Kroll episode, like, you will roll on the floor laughing. Like, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but it's like
those guys are hilarious.
Yeah, man.
The movie was so hilarious though, because the first introduction to him, right? And and they're like they're from different eras, right? And stuff like that. And then they go, well, we have a Peter down in the basement. They go down there and open it up, and it literally Nosferatu looking motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, and they're like, oh, Peter. But they're all scared of him too, right? It's fucking. He's got like scraps of shit underneath him and stuff, and so he's like the real true vampire, right? And that shit's hilarious. Oh my god, you got to see it. It's so funny.
Yeah, and you can only watch it when it gets dark, right? You can't watch it when the sun's out. You have to wait till the sun goes down to watch it. That's my other thing.
Right. No, it was the movie was funny because it was the vampires and the werewolves against each other, right? It's
dude, I gotta get the movie. I've been buying indie movies. I only buy indie movies digitally. The only way I'll buy a movie digitally if it's like an indie movie.
Right. Safia says she's drinking the Barefoot brand. It's very good. Yeah. Barefoot,
nice. I need to be educated on cheaper wines because I'm gonna go broke if I keep buying $20 bottles, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
I know, right? I should have studied more about wine when I was waiting tables, right? But never did. I mean,
I might be waiting tables here pretty soon, dude. We won't get into all that. I'll talk to you about that after, but.
No, hey, waiting tables is fine, dude. You get tips, man. It's a good
yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take a little breather and go do something not stressing me out so much.
I need to take a trip out of this town too. So,
dude, I got your guest room, and I would actually be staying in here. I set my room. Basically, my bedroom is like a guest room that I sleep in when I don't have a guest.
Nice. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here, right? That's what I'm trying to do here. I want summer's coming any minute now, and now that I'm getting off this car thing, I've been fucking so.
The cars are so dope. We're not doing it to my new BMW, but I love what you're doing. Even though it is perfect, it's a blank white canvas. Dude,
look, I seen you post that on Instagram. What the fuck?
I know. I went a little overboard. It is the same payment as my Hyundai. The only thing is, why
the fuck not, man? Why not?
Yeah, man. And that little Hyundai, I was like crammed in there like a sardine can, and I was like street racing people. Like I was gonna get in trouble, dude. And so the Beamer I got, like you can put it in sport mode and it can go like kind of fast, but it's a land yacht, bro. Like it's a comfortable ride. Like,
hey, that's the best way to go, right?
Yeah, man. I don't need to be street racing, Yeah, man. Especially not in Texas.
Right. Now they're gonna get you there, right?
Yeah, man.
But street racing, tell us about that. What the fuck?
No, I haven't been street racing, man. I've been slowing it down. I just got back from.
Where was that at? Don't incriminate yourself, but where was
No,
that
yeah,
at?
no, I mean, I raced like 1 or 2 people, and that was like that was when I first moved here. But I just, it was a stick shift, and it was it was like a little stick shift turbo, and it also made me realize that thing was like the opposite of like the BMW. Like every little bump is like, like it's like tight suspension, stiff suspension, and it was also too small of a car for me. But I just loved that car. Like I just, how people are when they want a new car and they have a certain car that they like, and like they finally get it, and they're like, the payment's too much, but I just love this car, like it's worth it for me. That's totally what that was for me. But my friend is
the other one, same prices. I mean, same payment as the other one. Why the fuck not get the fucking badass car?
Yeah. My friend is also a BMW mechanic, so that's the other reason why I was okay with getting it. Because if something breaks, he can fix it for like regular price.
Awesome. Hell yeah. For sure. Yeah, this truck is going to be going to the car show with me on Saturday and into Anchorage. And I'm going to see if I can drum up some business, I need to make some do-re-mi. But me too,
it's
almost done. It's going to be, I got the masking. I'm not taking it off until I get it clear coated right. And I don't know if this liquid glass that I ordered is going to be here in time. If it is, then I'll have no problem. But we won't be able to see the real effect till I get all the masking shit off there, right? And so, but I did take some pictures of it as it is right now with the lines drawn on it and stuff, and I'll probably post that on Instagram or something like that. Actually, you know what?
Man.
If I send it,
you got to do a Batmobile, bro. You got to do a straight up Batmobile.
There's a big ass Lincoln Mark IV for sale here. That would be perfect for it.
Yeah, this guy I watch on YouTube, he had an actual Batmobile, like a real Batmobile, and he took it to the car auction and it didn't sell.
What? How much did he want for it though?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It was an auction though.
Yeah, I think people.
What was the starting price?
Like, I don't need like a literal Batmobile. I can't remember, but it was also like in Florida, like it was like a small auction. It was like, we got to take it to the big auction in the auction that they do in Scottsdale, Barrett Jackson.
Right.
If they even let you sell a Batmobile at Barrett Jackson. Let me go. I'll be right back. 3 seconds.
I'm going to let me line up this and send these photos to myself so we can look at the new one. I think you guys are gonna like it. Came out really good. I'm happy with how it came out too. And so this one, I'm gonna sell it though, because need that dough. But it came out. I'm really happy with how it came out. And so I sanded the whole motherfucker down too. Crazy. All right, here that should be enough. Let's post.
I gotta pull up the YouTube so I can see the comments. I haven't been seeing anybody's comments. Hey Reg, I was gonna ask you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh shit, hold on. Let's say I meet a spicy mama here in Austin, and then you look on the Facebook and it says Twin Peaks waitress. You think I go after that, or you think stay away?
Twin Peaks waitress? Are you kidding me?
Just a hypothetical. Go for it.
Hell yeah, go for it. Are you kidding me?
Former Twin Peaks waitress.
You're not looking to get married and have kids, then if you're not looking for that, yeah, absolutely go for that.
I shouldn't have said that.
It's a high scale Hooters. What it is? Yeah, high scale Hooters. Delete this.
It's high scale Hooters. No, I'm joking.
It's an upscale.
I had a little too much wine already.
What? One glass? You're a one glass wonder.
Right. Yeah.
All right,
you heard? Did you see Bill Murray on? Did you see Bill Murray on Rogan?
No, I have not watched Rogan in forever, but I
don't watch
clips,
it.
Right.
I don't watch him ever, but you see Bill Murray, you're like, well, fuck, I gotta watch that, right?
Bill Murray.
Yeah,
I would watch that. Bill Murray.
He was talking about Belushi, bro. He talked a lot about Belushi and like.
Oh shit! Now I gotta watch it.
Right. Yeah, and he's like. He said, "Look, Belushi was a lightweight. When we found out he OD'd, we were like, what did he drink a whole 6-pack? Like
a lightweight? Come on! Wow, that's weird.
Well, he said that.
We'll see.
That was the first. Supposedly, that was the first speedball he had ever tried. the speedball that he OD'd
Oh
on.
shit! That would make sense
Who
too.
fucking knows, right? Who fucking
Well,
knows?
did you
man?
see the they made a story about the first Saturday Night Live episode, or they made like not a documentary, but it's like a actual live action with people playing the like Belushi and all them, right? And I watched that, and it was kind of interesting, right? It's kind of
I
hilarious.
forgot about that.
The back scene, the backstage type shit of it, right? And it was interesting. It seemed like it was pretty legit. They had a Milton Berle comes in and steals Chevy's girlfriend or some shit. Fucking, oh god, yeah, you want to see that one? It was hilarious. But the people they had playing them, they all kind of fit the role too, right? It was cast very well. So, let's see. We've got some comments going here. Oh, the Minecraft movie. Yes, I did see that. I saw it was on the site that I watch movies on. It was right there at the top, and I was like, fuck, let's click on it. And I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, but what got me was how terrible some of the green screens were, right? For a fucking Hollywood production, and they had green screens that are worse than some of the ones I've done. Come on, right? But and it's crazy how every green battery car beats the fastest gas car from what I saw. Yeah. Those electric cars are super fucking fast. They are. Called direct drive, no transmission. Yeah, open throttle, hit the gas, right? And those things, I mean, they've got electric cars that are faster than the Formula racing cars, right? And that's no shit. Didn't Hooters go out of business? I think it did. I know the one up here did, but we still miss it. And that's you think they
was
just
trying to
go.
I'll have to like pull up.
Right.
I'll have to get my other laptop.
So they're still going. I wish we still had our Hooters here, right?
I know. I actually like the wings at Hooters.
Oh,
like,
dude,
I actually prefer. I actually think they have some.
I
of
like
the
the
breast.
I couldn't help that one, even though it was lame.
Speaking of breasts, man, I was just dude. I fucking go to Barton Springs
noticed.
every day, and like I'm literally just all I do is just like swim around with like half naked girls. It's like I didn't see any full on breasts today, like straight up. But dude, a girl was rocking like a wet t-shirt wife beater, like, and I was like,
yeah. Well, I was down there too. I saw not constantly, but there's always one or two roaming around, usually topless type thing, and nothing to the imagination there. So so I feel safe. You never mix the speed with downers. Nothing good comes from that. Dude, nothing good comes from that for sure. No, I didn't. I have never partaken in anything quite that much, right? I mean, but I have had my fun. Cheers,
man. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a refill. I'll be right back.
Okay, let me pull up the Instagram thing where I got I think I got the pictures uploaded.
And in order to explain all of this,
sorry about that. I'll mute this thing, and then I got to go to my profile, and I should be able to show you the pictures of the new truck. Yeah, here it is. So let's zoom in on it so you get a good look at it, and then I'll pull it up. Let's see, do I have it? Yeah, I got it on screen. All right, good. So here we go. And you can see this is the front grille. You can kind of see it, but this is the first coat wasn't quite final. The final's a little bit different. So let's check it out. Right here, okay, you can see the hood streaking back with some of these colors. And then, boom, we got the side now. And you can see at the bottom, I have the sunset colors that my buddy thought it looked more like some fire. And then we got the Northern Lights type thing, sky on the top. Very abstract, surreal. And this is before I put the lines on it. The marker lines, right? So I'll be taking pictures and post of the after the lines get on it. I'll put all the lines in the doors and stuff like that. It's looking pretty good, but it's gonna need clear coat yet. And so, but let me know what you guys think about it. I mean, I thought the lines of it came out pretty good, making it look like it's everything's flying back. So it's gonna look totally different when we get all this masking crap off of it, of course. And so, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do some wet sanding. you get that super fine sandpaper and do the wet sanding on it, and the shit gets like it's polished already. And so I'm going to do that right away too. So Joey, what's up? I need a wrench. I'm on StreamYard again. So sorry. I gotta freaking, you gotta leave a comment on one of the videos and remind me, so that way when I'm on YouTube next time, I'll read the comment and I'll go, oh fuck yeah, and I'll put the wrench in then. So please do that, Joey, and that way I will not forget. So I actually went back and explored your channel and watched you catch fish right in the creek. Nice. I think you beat a fish to death with your whiskey flask. I know, right? That happens. And luckily I got some new ones, right? But my flask all sprung leaks, right? Fucking they're leaking all my fucking precious fluid. And so I had to get some. I didn't get a brand new. I went to the Value Village and they were in a grab bag, and I was like, fuck everything else. I want those flasks, right? And I got two of them. The other one is somewhere, but the other one's cool. It says poison on it, right? So hilarious. But yeah, Joey, I'll get you. Like I said, leave a comment so that way when I go back on YouTube, when I get the studio, I'll read the comment and it'll remind me to get in there and put some changes, because I can't do any of that here on StreamYard, as we know. So right on, we're out. Okay, 45 minutes now. Good. We're coming up on an hour. Damn, that goes quick.
Dude, Red.
So
what's up, man?
I wanted to know, give us a report on what the gas price and all that stuff is, what's going on with like the groceries and stuff, right? Have you seen any relief from Trumpy Dumpy yet?
Oh, dude, ground beef, dude. The 85. You know, the first couple of years I lived here, I was like, I go to HEB, ground beef prices about the same. It was $6-7 a pound. We're at $9-10 a pound. $9-10 a pound in Texas.
What?
Ground
No
beef
way.
in Texas, 85.15.
That's more than it is here. We're at 7, right? And so
I'm talking organic.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but the organic at HEB used to be $6-7 a pound, or like the basic organic 85.15. I don't even think organic, natural, no hormones or whatever. 85.15 when I moved to Texas, 6-7 a pound. Now $9-10 a pound. Yep.
That's insane. I think that's basically what it is for the organic here too, right? And so wow.
Were you guys ever fooled by Trump? Like you and Jack? Jack never fucking fell for the. Jack was preaching, was fucking calling it out day fucking one. I fell for it on election day, and I woke up the next morning and I stayed up watching Alex all night.
Yeah, the first round, got fished into. I never vote though, but
yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the politics stuff. But on the ground level,
I dipped out of that because it just, it was not.
Yeah, there's enough guys. Joey, beard check, beard fit check.
Beard check. I know if he can come in right now. Oh shit, we don't have him. He's got his connection there. Oh, there it is. Look
Every
at that.
girl crazy about a sharp dressed man.
Oh, dude, right? He's got the beanie on.
Right? Got that ZZ top.
Nice. No, the beard. Fucking A, man. See, now that's strength right there, right? Hey, remember the thing about
fucking Viking warlord beard right there, bro.
From the Bible, Samson, his strength derived from his hair, right? And
right,
that's
dude.
what they say is your spiritual antenna, how you connect to the ether. And so
and that's why I'm always going to be down here on the low frequency, because I got this short hair and I can't grow a beard.
The tips of your hair have to be regrown for 3 years before you can really catch it, right? I did that once, let my hair grow. God, what a pain in the ass. And I don't think I felt any connection, right?
I need to let it go for like a solid 2 months and see if I the most I've let it go is right. I don't know if I've let it go for even longer than a month.
Oh shit. He was just saying something, we lost him.
Joey, yeah, that's his fucking role on the show. This is the best fucking.
No,
Dude,
hey,
you might as well just change the
he's
name of
beard
his channel
support.
to the bottom of the rabbit hole, man. Like,
Right. No, Joey's beard support, man. That's what we need that because shit, I can't grow shit for a beard, right?
all these
It's
other
ridiculous.
bitch ass motherfuckers in the game don't have shit on this channel, man. Keep it real. FYI, many bees were organic. Oh, absolutely. Who's Sally Fields?
yeah.
I haven't been introduced to her. Does she live in Texas? What part of Texas do you live in? I'll move there.
I can't remember. She'll come back on that.
I'm joking.
So she was on Jack's stream there a while back, and then made it over here. You know how that works.
You ever talked to Julia recently?
Who?
Do you still talk to Julia Cosmic Peach?
Cosmic Peach. Yeah. I'm still. God, I'm making that jacket for her, right? And I've got it mostly done, but the sleeve, I got to do the sleeve, and it's been since I've been getting idea after idea. I haven't done that yet. Fuck, I got to break down and just do it because the sleeve is going to be the easy part. I kind of made a logo for her. It looks like a peach, right? And slap that on and then get that in the mail to her so she can have me back on there. And I could tell her about drinking your own pee.
Should be all about that, dude.
So when you come back on, I'll be watching down there. So you pop back up. Just feel free to pop back on. And so, yeah, I saw her. Or you remember you sent me a link where she was on somebody else's podcast.
Yeah, she was on Old World, Florida. You know, I went down and met him, dude.
No shit. I mean, I knew you were in Florida. That was badass. I was following you on that.
Well, dude, I didn't even fucking tell you about Miami. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, I gotta listen on that.
I gotta level up and get down to Florida, man. Like, you don't want to come visit me here. If y'all are gonna come visit me in fucking weirdo place with all the action going on, let's do it down in Florida where you got the beach. We could go fucking deep sea fishing.
I agree, though.
Yeah.
I've never been East Coast. Never been. That would be the place.
Yeah, dude, you'll get the real dip in the Atlantic. That fucking Corpus Christi shit. That ain't the Atlantic, bro.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking
dude, Miami, it's warm. It's crystal blue. It's not fucking like Bahamas crystal clear, but it's blue and it's warm.
But I mean, that's the thing about the water up here. Murky, right?
Yeah. Let me tell you something, dude. The Cuban mamacitas, dude, they are the temptation is palpable. You know, they say, like, if you're a white guy, like, stay the fuck away. But, dude, I might have a hard time.
No,
maybe if I could get, I'd be down for a half Cuban, a Cuban redneck, a Florida Cuban redneck chick. That's all. That's right up my alley, man.
Mamacitas, man. Yeah, no doubt they are built to last for sure.
My chat's not showing anything on my phone. I'm trying to look at the chat, but man, it was epic, dude. I went and saw my favorite band from Australia. They're obsessed with astrology.
What was the band name? They're
called Hate Rock, and they
oh shit, good name.
It's not what it sounds like, but yeah, you would love it, bro. They're like, bro, like, I'm just gonna be real, man. Like, so when I was living in Venice, I discovered them when I was living in Venice Beach 10 years ago. And,
nice.
They're on my favorite label, which is called Ghostly Records. They make a lot of the music that you hear on Adult Swim. Like, anytime there's like a little interlude.
Oh, right.
You know, those little Adult Swim like interludes. Yeah, that's usually like 100%. A Ghostly. And they're from Melbourne, which is like the Austin of Australia. That's like the hipster city where all the bands go to like, and they're just fucking they use like an 808 drum machine, and it's like it's ambient. It's like pretty much ambient music with like a light drum beat. Nice. And the chick singer, and it's funny because, like, dude, her voice is like the voice, right? And I think she might be a Jew. Right? Of course she would be, right? Of course she would be. Maybe not, probably not, but she kind of looks like she might be, right? Probably not. Who knows? Who gives a fuck, right? And but yeah, and then but they were a trio, and like they used to be, dude. They were like, it's called fucking Hate Rock. Like they used to make like, it was like dark music, and the guitarist.
I love the name Hate Rock.
The guitarist. Awesome. The guitarist committed suicide, and after that they went in a more positive direction, and they started making their music wasn't as dark. But the album, there's an album where like he committed suicide in the middle of recording the album, and it's fucking dark, but it's necessary. It's about Necessary Darkness.
Right.
Am I wrong, Reg?
Oh,
It's
yeah, that's my life. Right?
like that music got me through some dark times, man. Like, and but yeah, the dark. Like, I'll show you it. They have a track called Poison. That's
Okay.
like it gives me goosebumps, man. There's something about Australia, man. Like it's fucking wild out there. Like there's a wild energy of, you know what I'm saying? Just like Alaska, like there's a wild, like untamed, carnal energy that comes from there.
100%, for sure.
And,
for sure, that's definitely noticeable.
Yeah, and I like felt the power at that show, and it was at this little club that's underneath Club Space, which is the big techno club that like Tiesto and every fucking douchebag DJ from Amsterdam plays at, right? And all the Euro trash. And but the sound system, but it was like state of the art sound system. The sound was like better than listening to it on like a vinyl. It was like insane, man.
Wow.
And
I mean, the technology now, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
but,
that's the reason why I didn't want to. That's the reason why I didn't give myself a DJ name. I don't want to be fucking like a douchebag DJ, right?
I'm the Electrifying FOMO, dude. I'm gonna change it on here. The Electrifying FOMO, dude. This is it. There was a famous DJ in Detroit called the Electrifying Mojo, who's like the godfather of radio DJs.
Right.
He's the first person to play like German, like play like Kraftwerk on the radio in like Detroit. And yeah, so I was like, once I was like Electrifying Mojo, Electrifying FOMO, you know, because my name's Forrest Morrison and my nickname growing up was FOMO. And
that's where that comes
I was
from,
like, dude, like that's my fucking DJ name. Yeah, like that's a nod. Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah, it's like a tribute to the Electrifying Mojo. And he has a quote where he says, every piece of music has an open door that intersects with a different sound.
No,
and he's referring to like DJing, you know, like you can be playing one genre of music and then mix it into another genre of music. My turntables, and now we get to the point, Reg, I've got our next fucking mission. It would be cool if you could come down for my birthday in 3 weeks, but we'll do it.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I know you can't make it in 3 weeks.
I can sell this truck. No, I can sell this truck. I could do it.
If you can't make it in 3 weeks, I'll put it off for you. But you're familiar with Robert Johnson?
No, but the reflection is kind of.
You've seen the movie "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou"?
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Okay,
so the guy Tommy, right? I had to be at that crossroad to sell my soul to the devil.
I know, right?
This is where it all like. This is the godfather of rock and roll. He sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads in Mississippi. This is the complete collection. Yep. So this shit was recorded in San Antonio at a hotel that still exists. You and me are staying in the fucking room. It's in room 414. The fucking dude who sold his soul to the devil to invent rock and roll, bro. Room 414, an hour and a half down the road. You're coming and we're fucking staying in that room for a weekend. And we're going to record.
Yeah. Right.
He recorded half of it in San Antonio and the other half in Dallas. This is every song he ever recorded, man.
We'll turn the AI loose and in there and let it make some fucking you know.
You're a fucking psycho, Reg. You're a fucking psycho, man. You are a fucking savage.
Did you hear? Okay, every once in a while the AI will come up with some shit on its own, right? And it does. And so that's why I don't go on long stretches like I used to, because fucking the one that it did in the middle of this long stretch, it was straight fucking satanic, man. I fucking turned the computer off after that motherfucker, right? It was that bad.
Bro, I've fallen for some AI chicks on Instagram. They got me. I was like God damn. And I'm like,
dude, it's so funny. No, the dead giveaway is if it's too perfect, you know, there it is right there.
Bro, like these were like, they had the imperfections. It was pretty hard to tell, man.
They're working that in there now.
It looked. This isn't like where like the muscles are like like the curves are like all defined.
I gotta tell you,
this shit looked real. This shit looks fucking real, man.
Go on Facebook and put in Wicked AI, and then they're going to send you a deal. You got $47 one-time payment, and you'll have be able to make, because people are making tens of thousands of dollars a month using AI Instagram chicks, right? And so Wicked AI is giving away a deal right now. See, I would do it, but I'm low on cash right now, and so I couldn't do it, right? Yeah, that's how bad it is, because I bought all this paint shit for the car and stuff like that, and so I didn't want to even do $47. I would if I had it, right? Because then you get lifetime access to this platform, Wicked AI, where you can do all that uncensored shit, right? And it's hard to do. I mean, I'm not saying make AI or AI influencer chicks, right? But
yeah, no, dude, you gotta make dude. You have to do those funny songs. Like, what was that song? I feel like slapping a nigga today.
Oh shit! Right.
If a bitch don't have my money, I'm gonna fucking smack that bitch.
I've made some comedy songs with it, and it's good at that. It is. It does good at that shit, right? And so, but yeah, those guys are making big money too. And you see all the little shorts that are lined up on YouTube now are all AI. You can see it, right? And a lot of them, okay, people are doing fake movie trailers, right? Okay, a first look at Avengers 6, right? Even though it ain't the movie at all, they're just making it up. And they'll do, you can always tell because all the guys are in like super slow-mo, right? And that's how it, AI is only good at slow-mo so far, but it's getting better.
The one you did,
yeah, you're right, it's hard to tell.
Oh, you ready for AI? That was fucking, dude, that's like a $100,000 song or something,
God, I wish. I mean, well, actually, you know what? I haven't put anything out there. So once I do, maybe it would be, some of that stuff. I know some of it's really good. And that song came out excellent. AI got it, right? Sometimes it won't say AI. It'll say, or something, right?
AI can't even pronounce AI.
Yeah, exactly. It does that all the time. Right? And so it works better if you like put a period and then put a space. And then before you put the I period, right? Then it'll sometimes get it. But if it's not getting it, you can put a dash in between it, even too, right? And it'll start to get it. One time I spelled it out like A-Y, it was I spelled, I can't remember how I spelled it. I tried to spell it so we get it. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. But Southfield saying here, prepare for the next and new Black Pope. Right.
The Pope,
right. There's the Black Pope, right? And I think they actually put him in as the fake Pope too. That's interesting.
Would they do that? Would they put the Black Pope in as the White Pope?
100%.
I mean, I think they would fucking do any fucking thing. Right?
They would. Oh fuck!
Was Francis a Black Pope? You think?
I think they're all Black Popes, right? But no, they got the figurehead one, and then the guy who really runs the show is the Black Pope. But yeah, eventually they're going to be one and the same, right?
You've heard about Gray Pope? You've heard about Gray Pope?
Gray Pope?
Gray Pope will use white or black.
Gray Popon?
Yeah, Gray Popon, huh? I got some in the fridge.
Yeah.
Gray Pope can use white or black. He can use white Pope or black
Pope. Dude, I thought you were talking about the magic. See, there's only two types of magic, right? White magic is magic that you will do selflessly for every benefit of everyone else but you, and then black magic.
He can stand on a white square or a black square.
Anything that benefits yourself is black magic. That's the definition of it, right? If you're trying to benefit yourself, there it is, right there. It's
you either work for God, you either work for God or you work for Father the Devil. Which one? There's no in between.
Right. It's one or the other.
You're working for God or you're working for the devil. Which one?
Unless you're a tree growing in the forest and you're using natural magic, then yeah, that's cool, right? But
do a check. You working for God? Well, then you're working for the other guy, right?
Yeah. Who said that one?
Fuck. A cop. Dude, fuck. I gotta find. It might have been a video that you played on Instagram. It was an NYPD. Was that your fucking video with the NYPD officers? He's like, most of the NYPD are Freemasons. Most of them are Red Lodge Masons.
No, that was somebody else.
I don't know where I saw that, bro. It was an NY. I gotta find that. The NYPD. Yeah, they're all Masons. LAPD. If it's LAPD, San Francisco PD, high chance they're certified Freemasons.
All police. It's a brotherhood of the Masons, right?
Absolutely, man.
That's why those Masons never
People
get busted.
Gotta wake the fuck
and everybody
up,
else
man.
does. Well, she's got. I think there's a Ghost app you can get download on your phone. Yeah, there's a couple of them. And,
I got a buddy walking
have
around Washington, D.C. thinking everybody in there is a fucking zombie, and he's the only fucking one that's awake, dude.
He's right. He's right. Because, now that once they get so many toxins in the brain and calcified the pineal gland so well.
In a way, right. He's right. He's right in a way.
Once they switch on the 5G, I was noticing up here, I would say something and the people would respond something completely different. And so I finally figured out that they're not, I'm saying the words, they're not hearing it correctly. The brain's not deciphering it correctly. And so also synapse action has to be switched and they'll be dyslexic, right? Oh, well, you'll seem dyslexic to them. And then what they say back to me even doesn't make sense either. And I was like, okay, this is probably how the Tower of Babel worked, right? So
absolutely, dude. Gray alien. Sally Fields got it.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good one. She said, I downloaded the new AI Grok app. Oh, Egon's AI.
Speaking of Egon, bro.
Good, they will be accurate until they're not, right? And pretty soon it's going to say some bullshit that you're just going to laugh at, right? And so, but I think the AI is way too stupid to ever take over the world, and it never will be. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go out and say it just like I did last time. AI is a bunch of fucking Chinese fucking dudes, slaves, chained to fucking old Microsoft computers, and they're fucking doing all the calculations and writing for you, right? It's fucking million fucking poor Chinese prisoners, right? Slaves fucking strapped to computers doing all that shit.
I support your
Asians incarcerated. AI stands for Asians incarcerated. There it is. So
you're a fucking genius, bro.
Asian insurrectionists. No, those poor bastards. Anybody says anything bad about the Chinese government, you know where you're going, right? And those guys that get this. Remember they were persecuting all those Falun Gong practitioners. It's like Tai Chi type shit. And
I hear about that a lot. That's a big deal.
Get this now. They've reversed their position on it now because they realize they're fucking killing all their fucking people. I think they ain't have any more commies left. And so they finally reversed that. Oh, yeah, you got to do this to take care of it. Dude, fuck, come on. After you just killed how many people over that shit? And now you're going to say, oh, we've reversed, fuck, Communist Party, man. You know that shit.
Wow, man. That's news. That's news to me.
Hey, you know what? They imposed a one-child thing, right? Years ago. They're going to have one kid because there's too many people.
Yeah, everybody.
And so most people were saying, okay, one kid. And they would abort until they get a boy. And so that fucking made too many men. And now there's not enough women. And so they're really fucked, right? And so they finally reversed that. And they got fucking 80% men over there all trying to fuck the same chick. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But do you believe the theory that the reason why they did that was so they'd have to go out and conquer?
They had so many fake reasons for that, right? But none of them made any sense. And so, no, I'm going to throw out on a limb too here and say, how the fuck do we even know? None of us have ever been to China. I mean, all we got is what they're telling us, and that's like anything, right? They can show you a movie.
You know what? My one of my closest friends that I grew up in New Orleans with, his house in the it's too bad I couldn't take you to his house. His house is haunted as fuck. It was a Civil War hospital, dude. His family lives in a Civil War hospital, bro. And it's a big mansion in the Garden District. Trent Reznor used to live around the corner, and like his parents would say hey to Trent when he was walking his dogs. Right. Back when Trent, this is like back in the day. This is before Katrina, New Orleans, bro. Trent Reznor. We had like Brad Pitt, John Goodman, Nicolas Cage lived in the French Quarter. Yeah, before Katrina, man. We had we could carry we carried a little bit of weight back before Katrina.
Yeah.
But
so they were smart enough not to rebuild.
But anyway, my buddy, who I grew up sleeping over at his haunted house all the time. The house next door was a meth den. It burned down. His dad took a job in Singapore making like ungodly amount, like millions a year. Basically, like went to Singapore for 10 years and like set his whole family up for life. And my buddy excelled, who's my age, my friend. He excelled at Mandarin. He was a translator at the Beijing Olympics. He's you would love this dude. He's a teacher at the University of Hawaii. He's a teacher of Asian Pacific history at the University of Hawaii. Yeah, we got to go visit him.
Oh, absolutely. I want to get back over to Hawaii for sure. That's how I feel saying yes, 5G phone feels okay, I guess. But when I turn the Bluetooth on at the same time, I get a pounding headache. Fuck. I guess so. Yeah, all that different radiation, man. Wow. Yeah. You know what? I seen that they're making some kind of it's a credit card, but it blocks the signals and it works for like a 93-foot radius around you. And that's where, traveling, when you go to these hot spots like that, you can have a little card that's going to block that shit. And I got to get one of those, right? It's like the size of a credit card. You put it right there, buy your credit cards. That way nobody can scan your fucking credit cards either, which is a big thing now, because they can just walk by you and get your fucking info right off that motherfucker with their scanners. Now, they don't have to be plugged into anything now, right? They literally get that shit on Wi-Fi. And so you got to watch out for that, because that's how you get your identity stolen. And so, get one of these little credit card size frequency blockers is going to be well worth it. And she goes on to say, but I'm sure that the AI drones will make it much easier on the physical troops. Right. Yeah, they're going to sometimes they do direct their own weapons at their own troops, but I think they're going to probably come around to the fact that they might need them to, kill people for them. So,
dude, I've got another buddy in Arkansas, that just a guy that I'm Facebook friends with. I haven't seen him in 20 years. But he's a Bitcoin guy, so me and him are always I'm always commenting on his face. He's always posting on Facebook. But dude, he's actually in Arkansas. I think he's in Little Rock. But
nice.
Right, he's close. So he's close to Jack,
was
right?
Here a little bit ago.
And he's Arkansas. Like a tech nerd guy that lives in Arkansas, and he's a Bitcoin guy, and he's on a graphene phone. He's on a graphene OS phone.
Oh, that's the one that
he has right? Exactly. It's a de-Googled phone. It's the most secure phone you can have. And he's actually doing it. That's smart. I thought about that too a long time ago. And I'm still low budget here though, So oh yeah, I mean I'm not
soon.
Hey,
just drink your pee, you'll be fine.
Yeah, man. Stay the fuck away from Hollyweird. You got nothing to worry about, man.
Oh, dude. See, there's no way.
Drink it on screen, Reg.
I cannot do it. But I'm going to show you what I do. You just take and put. I usually have a little small cup here that I can. Okay. Oh no. I gotta grab the other jar.
I'm drinking Francis Coppola.
What I do is I have a little jar and just pour a little bit in, so that way you don't spill it or anything, right? Because you don't want to spill.
I got the Francis Coppola right here. Yeah, from Target. $16. This is the top line they make at Francis Coppola. $16 at Target.
Fucking A, Coppola.
Yeah, Francis Coppola. That better be from Napa.
No shit.
Geyserville, California. Wonder where that's at. Dude, fucking.
Okay.
What else?
Okay, get this. What he says will settle in the bottom of the jar will be ormus, right? Monatomic particles that are like stuff that will anti-aging, right? It'll keep you young. And dude, I'm telling you, I've noticed it already. It's already tightened up my neck and everything. Okay, so here we go. Pour a little bit into this little one, easier to control. Now I'm gonna put a little bit in my palm, and I'm gonna rub it on the part my injury on my wrist. And this is just basically how I've been doing it. Take a little bit on it, put it right on your wrist. I dropped some golden shower down there. There it is.
Lords.
Just rubbing it right on. Rubbing it right on my wrist right here where it's swollen. You see the swelling there.
Bottom of the rabbit hole.
Once I put it on there, it feels better immediately once you put it on there, right? It already does.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just rub it in until it's basically almost dry, and then you just let it dry on there. And I mean, I'm smelling it, and you could maybe detect a slight odor. It's not like some homeless dude walked up next to you and it reeks like piss or anything like that, right? And I've actually put it on and went and played pool, and I don't think nobody said anything, right? I think somebody would say, "Hey, bro, why you smell like piss?" Right? I would do that if one of my friends rolls up and reeks like piss, right?
The live organic material, right, does not have an odor. It's when it is oxidized and it starts rotting and mildewing that it has an odor. So a fucking urinal
Right, there you go.
smells like nasty piss, but some shit straight that just came out of you 5 seconds ago, it doesn't. It does not have a smell.
You got to age it. You got to age it. That's the thing too, right? You got to age it for at
Airtight.
least, you know.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's gotta-
I
I
watch
give it,
people
like-
that got like 5-year age shit in their fucking in their cupboard.
What?
Bro. Yeah, like multiple
No,
years.
the fuck way. No way. See that, right? But they say after 3 weeks, that's got tens of millions of stem cells in it. But no, I'm not. I mean, even if it gets old, because shit, you got a new supply coming, right? Fuck it. But how you do it is you got to let the first blast of piss into the toilet because that's got all the toxins that you're flushing out in it, and then you get the next bit, and then you let the end of it go in. So that's what they call the middle pee, right?
Exactly, midstream is what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There
I've
you go,
never
midstream.
heard the
There you go.
explanation of why, but
Yeah, that's kind of why you want that first stuff because anything that you're flushing out is going to be in that, and so you let that first stuff go. And that's what if you ever had to take UAs, that's what those UA taker people want. You know, they want that first burst of stuff because it's got your whatever it's flushing out in it, right? And so,
are you familiar
yeah,
with Dave
rubbing-
Murphy? Flat Earth
rubbing
Dave
it on
Murphy?
my wrist. I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar.
He's like the black. He's the British black guy in the Flat Earth scene. It's like, hello, I'm
Okay.
Dave.
Yeah, I have seen him.
You've probably seen him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like one of the early people on that.
The BBC made a documentary about it, right? The BBC, one of the banned BBC documentaries.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
before it got completely banned, right? And yeah, a whole dude.
He was
that
probably
documentary
a part
is
of
pretty
that.
fucking good. Well, see,
Yeah.
part of it's about the British lady who went to Antarctica and fucking was going to go and take pictures and bring them back, right? And of course, they weathered her out, but they let her go the second time, but she never came back. All they found was a snow machine with a camera on it. And the guy, when he found it, he accidentally opened the film container, right? Yeah, like everybody does that. And so they deleted those pictures, but they let them have the note. The note said, "I've been there, I've seen it, it's beautiful," right? And so some British lady who literally went to Antarctica with a snow machine, fucking.
I know what you're talking about.
Up to the wall, right? It's the balls on that fucking old lady, right?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, she's supposedly made it out. But the bit I read about it was called the Iron Republic, and that was in Florida Magazine back in some 20s, 30s, something like that. Whatever, you can look it up. It's easy to Google, right? Florida
Iron
Magazine.
Republic, the
article.
guy that went over the ice wall and went to the other land and then came
They
back.
went
His
through a
wife
crack.
died, and so he came back.
They went through a little crack in it, and they said once they got there, I mean, they could see that water flowing through it, like the tide or whatever, you know, and they were like, okay, obviously this is going through. And so they said that the worst part was that once they got committed in there, they had to keep going because they're in a sail boat, right? And they had no motor. And so you go with the current, and they just kept it from hitting the sides as it went through this fucking crack in the ice wall, and they come out on the other side. They said they could see stars over there too, right? And the constellations, they're still using them, but couldn't get anywhere with them. They were literally lost and floating around when some other ship spotted them. Something else from a shore, from an island came out, like more like a continent size, and they took them in, brought them in. It was like they were like greeted them like this happens all the time, even, right? And so they said, follow us, and brought them into port. And then when they found out they're from USA, right, they were like, oh, well, we haven't heard from you guys in a while, right? And so it was a cool read. It was a pretty good read.
A lot of people put a lot of stock in that story, man. A lot of people have read it, and they're like, this is a fucking true story. Like, this is not a fucking work of fiction.
It totally rings true. And one of the things
everybody that reads it says that.
They talk about the people over there using things that resemble paragliders, you know, with the parachute, more not the hang glider one with the fixed wing. You know how they have like a parachute, but it's motorized, or else they catch the currents. You know, those guys that do that. I've done that before. You're using the updraft.
I want to do
right?
I want to do the wing where you like jump up and you're holding that big wing and it takes you like 20 feet in the air.
I haven't seen that.
you have to do it in like where it's real windy, but like basically like
Right,
you
you're
can
holding onto it.
yeah, there's like a giant like 10-foot fucking wing and it has a handle on it and you just like jump off the side of a
That's
sand
hang gliding.
dune and
Yeah, that's hang
fucking
gliding. You don't want
well it's no it's like kind of hang gliding but it's like you're not like strapped in you're just it's like a fucking
Oh.
hydro it's like a big wing
What?
it's like a toy
well, yeah,
but
do it
you
over
can
a
get
lake
like
so you don't
you
die
can
when
get
you
like
fall.
yeah you can get like 10 feet 20 feet of air on it if it's
Okay.
really
No, I
in
haven't
really
seen that.
windy places yeah
Dude, have you seen those motorized like surfboards or jet
yeah
ski type
dude
things that they have now?
Austin I live in
That
fucking Austin
airfoil
bro
up,
they ride
up.
around on
Yeah.
them all downtown
Dude, that is so sick, right? That
Mhm.
fucking it's a hydrofoil. It lifts you
The
right up
hydro
off the water.
go-karts is what I want to do.
Dude,
They're like kind of
sick.
like it's kind of like a jet ski, but you're inside of it and you're just like all
There you go.
over. It's like it looks fucking awesome, dude. We're definitely doing that
Absolutely.
when you come, bro.
You got to do it. Got to do it, right? So all this while I'm sitting here just kind of dipping my fingers into the stem cells. This is how I'm talking about it with other people, right? I'm not saying, hey, take your piss right now. I say, hey, I'm onto this new stem cell therapy, right? And a lot of people have heard of it. So they'll go, oh, really? What's that, right? Because what they do is give you stem cells when you go to the doctor and do this, and people are having miraculous healings with that too. But these are your very own DNA, so it takes right to it immediately. So I'm just gonna sit here and rub it on it, and you see, my skin is starting to get back to that youthful, glowing, high shine shit. Like, because I haven't been doing any of my health protocols for the last few years since my mom.
Bro,
passed
there's
away,
like a
right?
90 there, bro. There's like a 90-year-old guru in India that like is like, I have full body orgasms with 6 women a day, and I'm 90 years old, and it is because I drink my pee.
No, that's good. That's
he's
good,
like 90
right?
years old, and they
No,
show him, and he's like, he has no wrinkles
There's a
on
whole
him, and he's
word.
like, I bang 6 chicks a day, bro.
Yeah, I believe it, right?
And he's like 90 years old, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's an ancient Indian type practice. There's a word for it in stuff too, even.
Ayurveda.
You know what? I'm on Instagram on the other side. I'm gonna look up that too. Let me look. Yeah, they call it looping, right? Where you keep taking your own water and put it back.
You got to get that positive feedback loop going. Yeah, I mean, it's the positive feedback loop.
Dude, it's
Excuse me,
insane.
I got to
I'm
take a
telling you.
piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. I have been doing it, and I can say firsthand, it's fucking straight miraculous. Let me see if I can find the guy. Let me go search here real quick, and I'll pull this guy up on the Instagram so y'all can see it. Oh yeah, Certified Health Nut is what he goes by. Certified Health Nut. So here it is. I got it. Let's pull it up and show you all. Show you all what's up. And here we go. Okay, so this is his Instagram page, Certified Health Nut. And yeah, he's an old guy, looks good, you know? And so, and let's pull up his P one. He does the colon stuff too, right? And I bet I could show him a few things that he might not have heard of yet. Shit, where is it? This might be it, the third one. Yeah, I think it is. Here we go. I'll zoom in on it a little bit, and we'll turn it on here. Oh, wait. So I feel good night, guys. See you next. Need to get something to eat. Okay. Hey, nice. Thanks for joining. We appreciate you for sure. And so we'll see you next time too. Joey says, in the rainforest, a lady blows tobacco smoke, and whatever bothers you, smoke power. Hey, there's something to that. I think there is too. And also, like, part of the getting over the grief too is you write your things, the things that you're grieving about onto paper, put it in the fire, poof, the smoke goes up, and you watch it go up into the universe. And so therefore it's out of you, right? That one works too. There's always the smoke, like smudging a room to get rid of a spirit. Smoke, in smoke there is power. All right, let me go over here and let's get this going on. Cut over here, come down to here. Let's pull this guy up. This video. Oops, wrong side. Nope, that's not it. We're gonna find it though. I'm gonna keep rolling through until I find the right video. And then we'll put it on. Ew, the colon. I see why people don't want to talk about it, right? The colon is quite. Oh, now he's doing poop. Oh my god. Shit, where's his urine one? See, he's gonna go through a ton of things, and he's got like a multiple different looks too. This guy's like he's like a chameleon, kind of like I am too, right? Let me pull off of it, and until I find it, so you don't have to watch me tediously thumbing through these fucking things. I'm gonna
fucking thing sucks. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Either one. Hey, has Jesse Ventura showed up around there anytime? Jesse Ventura, you know what I mean? You heard?
I don't know if you got the memo, Reg, but we switched teams. We got Mike Lindell on our team now. Ventura calls in every once in a while to challenge, Lindell to a schoolyard brawl behind the bleachers because he's a fucking pussy. Right. He's one of these fucking phony ass Trump motherfuckers that's full of shit, and he's fucking working his Masonic wizard magic, putting you to sleep with my pillow. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Oh, go to sleep.
That's symbolic for his whole thing, keeping him asleep. Good.
That's what. Yeah, somebody pointed out. I was like,
Jesse solved another one. He did. Jesse solved another one. Fucking A. Let's pull up this Instagram shit. I found the post. We played this before, but
I figured out the name. Remember, I told you I wanted to do a show with like Ventura, Mike Lindell, and Prince.
Dude,
and
absolutely got to do it. You just do the voices and then take the pictures and use the AI to do the fucking lip sync, right? And then you do the voice.
Yes,
that would be gold.
Yeah,
it's
going to be called. So the documentary on if you have the Fargo DVD, the documentary about the making of the movie is called Minnesota Nice. It's like a pun on people just like in the South, they pretend like they're nice, but really they're fucking assholes. But they're fake nice. So they call that fake nice. There they call it Minnesota Nice. I'll call it Minnesota Nice. So our show will be called Minnesota Nice.
Got it. No, that's good. It's good.
Minnesota?
That's where Jesse
nice.
Jesse was the governor there too, wasn't he? Minnesota.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Governor Jesse the Body Ventura.
He was fucking awesome. I loved his show.
I'll just say this. If me and Trump had to square up mano a mano, I'm talking physical. I'd beat the shit out of that pussy once a week and twice on Sundays.
He would too, man. He would too. I think he would. Fucking the Body, man. That's why I always thought Body was one of the coolest wrestlers, right? He was a commentator.
I love him, man. They've got the the blackmail on him, and he's like, "Hey, Trump, I heard you talking shit about my man Biden and my girl Kamala. Well, guess what? You think you're such a fucking good guy? I voted for Kamala, you fucking piece of shit."
They get to everybody, and if they got to Jesse, they can't get to any one man. But my wrestler name for the local wrestler.
I don't know if they can get to Reg.
I was Jesse the Booty Pantera. That was my name. Right? Jesse the Booty. Pantera. Yeah, I was the Booty, right? And it was a funny one. I came up with it on the spot. I was happened to be there, right? And they were like, I was gonna do interviews, and I was like, shit, I don't want to do them as Joe Border because Joe Border's a snowboarder. I'm like, I got to do him as a wrestler, and fucking we were just coming on, and I was like, I just came up with it on the spot because since Jesse the Body was my favorite guy, I was just based on him, right? And so it worked out. It worked out. Okay, so I'm getting down there. I'm a little low on stem cells. I might have to fucking hit the fucking pisser and get some more. Ugh, it does stink though. Still. Ew.
I got a couple of mason jars. I should go fill them up and leave them in the thing.
That's what you need. You need. See, this is a jelly jar, right? And with the red lighting here, it actually looks pretty good. But no, it's just I look at it. I don't even look at it as urine anymore. I look at it as stem cells. That's what I fucking think about in my mind.
Hey, I was going to say Rogan Rogan is pushing stem cells every fucking episode. You got to go on down to Tijuana and see my guys get some stem cells. He knows, bro. They fucking know.
I bet those are
The Water
stem cells
Boy. Watch the movie The Water Boy, bro. It's in there, bro. I promise.
It's
the Water Boy is all about, dude. In the beginning of The Water Boy, it's like distilled water, like purified water from Alaska.
Right. You're right.
Remember The Water Boy, dude? The Water Bear?
I do. 100%.
That's the Down by the River days.
Let's watch the pitch video real quick and let's get your comment on it.
Right. Look at this fucking guy.
Oh, man, the fucking mute's on. Son of a bitch.
This guy's
when you get free of
ass
aged urine, it's got hundreds of millions of stem cells. You get a 64-ounce mason jar and just start peeing in it first thing in the morning and age it a little bit. You got a pool deck in Vegas, go out on your pool deck, get it on the sun. I swear to God, when I put it on my face or when I put it on my body, aches and pains go away. When I put it on my face, my mood lifts.
Wow. That instantaneous?
Oh, man, it's money.
I know certain athletes use it on their feet after games, football games, or whatever. They'll soak their feet in it.
Really? I never heard that, but great.
But there's a famous NFL player that did it. I guess his feet got inflamed during the game, so he would just soak them in there.
Good. Well, aged urine's making a comeback. Well, Dr. Edward Group says if you get maimed by these poison injections and the nanobots are getting you and your skin's crawling with chemtrail nanobots and all this, and the hydrogels and the synthetic red blood cells, urine is the only way back because it holds your stem cells, which is the blueprint for your DNA.
Nanobots, huh?
There it is. There it is.
This guy's giving supermodels Kundalini orgasms 3 times a day.
You know he is. You know he is, eh? He's got a whole group of these guys who do all kinds of weird shit, right? Like slapping their balls and shit. Yeah, they're hilarious, right? And so
yeah, I'm not joining their fucking enlightened man fucking powwow of paying $5,000 to go to a powwow with these guys in Joshua Tree or whatever the fuck.
Dude,
but
all right,
cool.
Listen to this one, right? He says, sunning your butthole, right? Literally
butthole sunning.
Butthole sunning, right? You sun your butthole, you get all this fucking super energy from it because when does your butthole ever see sunshine? Never, right?
You exposed me again, dude. The P is just gatekeeping for the butthole sunning, bro. Max Kaiser talks about butthole sunning all the time.
No way!
I promise you, bro. Max Kaiser
talks
about butthole sunning all the time.
Oh God, I couldn't watch Kaiser anymore. He's just too fucking obnoxious, man.
Yeah, he's the Bitcoin. I sold all my Bitcoin. Did I tell you?
No. Is that how you got the Beamer?
Kind of, yeah. When I bought the Beamer, it was kind of a reality check, and I'm like, you got a good amount of credit card debt, and you got some problems, and that could all go away if you just sell your fucking precious. My precious Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah.
And it's going down, bro. You think it's going to 1 million in the next year? No. The economy, Trump's poking the fucking bear on the economy. Like, they're trying to get the party started on the big crash, is my personal opinion. Just the vibe that I get.
It's so
and I got to get the fuck out of this weird ass fucking city, bro. With all these, I'm joking.
Really?
I'm the weirdest motherfucker in the city. I'm joking, but you know what I'm saying.
Way weirder. Right?
No, Austin's great. Austin's fine.
Yeah. Austin's awesome. Stand-up comedy. That's where it's at. Now.
Yeah. Austin is okay for now, I think. But yeah, man.
Is there anything coming up big? Is there any kind of big thing coming up there? Anything on the schedule? In Austin?
Oh man, the big techno festival is this weekend. I can't afford it. I can't pay $250. You know, $250? I wait and you know, if it was like a DJ that I had to see, I would pay it, but there's nobody. We got to go. We're going to that club when you come in town too, dude. We got like a state-of-the-art techno club where it's like half the people there are like, it's like where all the Europeans that live here go every weekend. You know what I mean?
I'm a European, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a peeing, all right. Let me go grab a quick beer here. Fill
I'm
us in on anything else going on there. Anything else? Fill the audience in on anything.
Let me. I got this. Let me. What's the big thing? Yeah, so I mean, the big announcement is Reg is coming down here. We're going to the Crossroads. Not, we're going to. It's the something with an H hotel in San Antonio. It's on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. I mean, me and Reg, we went to the Riverwalk in San Antonio. We already walked. I'm positive that me and Reg walked right. Me and Reg have already walked right in front of the place where this was recorded. And the rooms are like $150 a night. And me and Reg are gonna go spend a weekend. Now, actually, it's on the 4th floor, and it's being renovated. And so, yeah, there's that. What's the other fucking thing? What's the other thing? I apologize. I can't see anybody's comments. Well, I'm gonna pull up the YouTube right now, see if I can see some comments. All right, I can see your comments now. Anybody got a comment, especially Sally Fields? I'll be happy to entertain your. Good night, guys. I need to get something to eat. We'll catch you next time. We'll catch you next time, Sally Fields. In the rainforest, a lady blows tobacco smoke on whatever bothers you. Hell yeah. I like the patchouli and sandalwood. Sally Field sounds like my type of chick. Michael Francis, Sally Field, definitely my type of chick, assuming she is a real chick. Who the fuck is Sally Fields?
Oh,
is that Slow Boy?
No. She's a new person. It's been around for a little bit here now, and we're still not quite sure about that. Somebody said that she was transvestite. Not gender, but transvestite, right? But hey, to each their own, right? I mean, I stopped.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so it's like, just as long as we both were mutual agreement, we're in different corners, right? Then we're good, right? And so, but I was theorizing at first that it was Winmore trying to sneak in the back door, right? And I'm still
I forgot about him.
Jury's still out on that for me, but he's got a lot of dead giveaways too, right? That Sally Field hasn't exhibited, right? And so, we're getting there. Anyway, cheers, fresh beer time for me. And it's only 6 p.m. here, and there's an open mic. It's open mic night tonight. I haven't rehearsed anything, and I haven't been up to it for a while, so I don't know if I'm going to make it.
You're hitting some open mics when you come down here. This is the open mic capital of the world.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Of course. Got to hit the open mics there. I mean, I've already done the ones up here, right? And I even went in Anchorage and taught them all a lesson too.
Yeah.
And,
hey, did I tell you I talked to my friend that's a cameraman at InfoWars? I talked to him for about 20 minutes the other day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What happened with that?
He's fucking just killing it, man. Just still riding with Alex, and he's looking at houses, I think, in some of the areas. Nice. There's a couple of areas around here that are like really good, that have like a big, like, patriot libertarian community or whatever. And yeah, man. So just like all the crew of like libertarian, like free thinker people that are like not like buying into the two-party system. I got good connections with those people here in Central Texas, and I know a couple of them too.
Look at Logan's comment here, saying he's heard about a computer chip that can crack Bitcoin.
I just remembered. Holy shit, bro. Okay, so I finally made the decision to realize that I'm wasting my time. I'm trying to get a JavaScript certificate. I know JavaScript. I don't need the fucking certificate. Long story short, I switched to Python, dude.
Right, Python's where it's at. But that's
coding
too
shit.
I couldn't do it.
Python is JavaScript, and take away all of the unnecessary overcomplication and simplify it down to its most simplest form. And bro, JavaScript, these fucking weirdos that invented JavaScript, they made it devious and complicated for a reason, bro. And these
of course, JavaScript was too, right? But I was still getting
up on them, bro.
Python and fucked up, right?
The fucking compute, bro. You think the real world is encoded with this with this shit, with these fucking signs and symbols? The fucking computer code is, bro.
The Matrix code is a little different, right?
The fucking bro. It's even more devious with the computer code. Take my word for it, bro. And it's these fucking computer nerds that are in the Matrix that work at Google and shit that pointed this out to me, bro. And I'm telling you, Python is like the fucking garlic to the vampire. Dude. I'm serious. And bro, I mean, you know what, bro? You know why it's called Python? You know why it's called Python?
Because the Garden Eden. The serpent in the Garden Eden?
Because the guy who invented it, he's a big fan of Monty Python. He named it after Monty Python.
That's good, right? That's hilarious because I was thinking it was the Garden Eden, the snake, the python, right? But no,
probably that too, right? But the official story is that the guy's a huge fan of Monty Python, and he did it as a tribute to Monty Python. Bro,
okay,
you're gonna fucking dude.
I can
if
see
you're
that
gonna pick a fucking language, which one you're gonna like? Obviously, you're gonna go with Python. The Monty Python guy, or the fucking douchebag nerds that are fucking. Listen, some of these nerds.
No, Monty Python was awesome though. Right, but
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, dude. The Python guy gets it.
They had,
but these JavaScript guys are cuckoo. I'll take my word for it, bro. I'm friends with them on LinkedIn. These guys have high up positions at tech companies, and they're trolling on LinkedIn all day. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy? This guy's trolling on LinkedIn.
Of course they are. And, of course they are. They probably fucking run 10,000 troll bots.
Go fucking fix Photoshop so it stops crashing on me, you fucking asshole.
I know, right? Can you at least update the code of your fucking piece of shit fucking website that you're robbing everybody with? Yeah.
And I shouldn't say that. The guy I'm talking, I've had a little too much wine, as you can see. This guy's the fucking man. He's fucking helped me out massively with his coding. But dude, he's fucking had it up to here with these fucking tech bro fucking Nazi pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? Nazi quote unquote pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, fuck you. Like, you know what he's on LinkedIn all day trolling these fuckers, bro. He's the man.
Like, eventually, it's going to get to you. You see all that kind of shit, right? It's going to eventually get to you.
Oh yeah, man. Dude, I'm
loading up a little bit of.
I'll be bro. If I get an entry level coding, doing the bitch work.
Google,
I'm a fucking. I've achieved the rank of super genius, and I'm satisfied.
Have you tried to get a job at Google yet? You're right there.
I've talked to people who work at Google. I go to meetups where I have conversations with people who work at Google.
Okay.
Amazon, Facebook, and Google.
How come you haven't tried for a job there yet?
I've got people are telling me I should be applying, but
what's that?
So the languages I'm learning now it's called one. There's two languages that I'm learning Python first, and then I'm learning a language that's just called Go. They call it Golang because it's kind of Go. It's kind of confusing, like if you just refer to Go. So they call it Go language, but that's basically a new language that was invented by some of the big dogs at Google, and I'm talking Wozniak, not Jobs. If you're picking up what I'm laying down,
okay. Right.
So I'm talking about the top Wozniaks at Google recently invented Go as a new language that gets rid of a lot of the inefficiencies of some of the older languages, which have the lion's share of everything at the moment. But
it sounds to me like they based it off that Pokemon Go. Right.
Fucking right.
But I mean, these motherfuckers they making up the shit for how many years now? And so now is that gonna be like a backdoor type language too? You think? Like where they could, if you start to code it, it's gonna get into your fucking computer.
They have backdoors in everything.
I think AI wrote it.
You got to go McAfee in a fucking tinfoil fucking
you do.
hut in.
But do you
in
think
Bermuda.
they used AI to write Go? Do you think they used AI to write that shit?
It wouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. The AI thing. The AI thing is a very fine edge blade, in my opinion.
Dude, I mean, I don't talk with ChatGPT, but of course, I make a bunch of music with Suno, right? And so I appreciate that, but I always think in the back of my mind too, is there something encoded in this fucking music that I'm not aware of, right? And so you heard of how they do the reverse backlogging, right?
Holy shit, we gotta play some of your shit backwards. Dude, I have
I know, right?
Send me the songs that you want reversed. I'll reverse them.
I'm going to send you the link to the fucking
tonight.
Playlist. I'm going to send you the link to the playlist. You'll have a bunch of those songs I published, right? And so,
holy shit.
But
we're going to play Reg's AI shit backwards. Holy shit.
Get this, though. Okay, I was watching the guy in the Y-Files. Have you seen the guy on YouTube with the Y-Files? Super popular. He got 5 million subscribers or some shit, right? But he did a bit where he said, okay, just listen to everything. Just listen to every recording backwards, and you're going to start hearing shit in just that, even not just music, right? It's like everybody's speeches, right? And they okay, get this. He said because
the reverse reveals what you actually said.
Tell the truth, dude. They'll be lying and they reverse it back.
You've heard the Trump ones. You've heard the Trump ones where it says, "I am dem, I am dem."
Right.
What does that mean? Democrat? Does it mean demon or Democrat?
Well, it means the same thing, right? I mean,
I am
that's what I call it. I refer to him as the demon.
They took a Trump speech, they play it backwards, and he goes, "I am dem, I am dem, I am dem."
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, you can record yourself just talking and play it back, and eventually something's going to fucking line up, and it's going to sound like some shit. If you've got good imagination, right?
100%.
Yeah, the Y-Files.
What's up with these? What's up with these YouTube channels that have millions of subscribers that are talking about deep conspiracy shit?
Well, see, if you watch him, right, he gets to talk about all that, and then at the end he just debunks it all, right? And so that's why he's still out there.
Exactly. Right? There you go. Bada bing.
Yep, that's exactly what he does. But they're entertaining, and the guy's got a great cadence. He got a great storytelling voice. When he comes on, he's always lowering down into his seat, right? That's his opening, and he's got a little voice AI or a little animated fish with one of his comedic voices being his back and forth, right? Heckle fish, and that's his comic relief, and it's just him doing a voice, right? And it's hilarious. The guy is good. I've watched a few of them now, and he gets to talk about everything, and then at the end he debunks it. And he's pretty much debunked goddamn near everything now. So he's pretty good, and he's got his own thing.
Word. That word is a big red flag in my book. Anybody that says, "Oh, that was debunked," that's like, beep, you can't actually make an argument for what you're trying to say. If I hear debunk, it's like you don't actually have an argument. But I get what you're saying, but yeah, I know you're just like referencing it. But you see what I'm saying?
It's debunking is just the mainstream bullshit, right? And so,
exactly.
But this is how he gets away with talking about all these things, because he, at the end, the debunking and disavowing or whatever. And so, yeah, that's a good formula, right? You still get to talk about the shit as long as at the end you say no, it was all bullshit, right? But hey, you still get it out there.
Exactly. But I got it, man.
No, I like him. I like him. He's pretty good. He's entertaining, and I've been watching him. And then, of course, once you start doing something like that, YouTube suggests a bunch of other motherfuckers similar and whatnot. And so it's a change from usually the only thing I watch on YouTube is Scrapyard, Street Beefs, Scrapyard, right? That shit is fucking hilarious. And
I watched that. I watched the chicks.
Dude. Oh, dude, the chick ones. I mean, there's not many of them, but they are good too. But that Street Beef.
Oh, but you're talking about like real street fights. I thought you were talking about like there's like the redneck
they're in a ring.
Fights.
No,
they're in a ring, right? Yeah, I think
they're in a ring. But anybody can fight, right? You just sign up, and
they have the one chick.
Nerds in there that can't fight.
They got the one chick. I'm thick and I'm quick.
Right, and there's this one guy he's the most consistent loser there is, and he calls himself Death death something, death match or death, some fucking thing is death in his name because he claims that everybody else is gonna die, and he's just a loudmouth, scrawny little fucking jogger, right? And he's like, "Are you ready to die?" Right, that kind of shit. And every time he gets his ass kicked, right? Every fucking
That's
time
awesome.
he gets his ass kicked, and so it's hilarious. He's the fucking. I know it's got to be a setup, right? But
Yeah,
the dude is just. I mean, everybody kicks his ass, right? And so I've never seen him win one, and he's all talk before, right? Fucking death, whatever his name is. God, I can't get it. Got a fucking brain lock on that shit. I cannot remember. It's death something.
I'll look.
But
it up,
I watch
man.
other than that. I watch Street Beef Scrapyard, or I'll be watching some shit like the strangest videos on the internet or the creepiest whatever caught on camera, right? And some of them have some legit shit in it, but most of them are just like, fuck you, hilarious, right? But there's a few of them. That's why I see these. I try to keep tabs on it because I know as we get closer into this whole deception that they're going to be Project Bluebeam and shit testing it, and people are going to be seeing shit everywhere, right? And so I keep up on that for that being the gauge, you know. As soon as you start seeing Jesus in the sky, you know what's happening next, right?
Hey, you know what I've been telling people lately? I've been
What?
I hope I'm wrong. I've been saying, listen, do yourself a favor and accept the reality that is, you know, the inevitability that is that we're eventually going to get, which is President Gavin Newsom. Just accept it. What do you think? You think he's going to be president ever or no?
Dude, my stomach just fucking turned over.
He's got a lot of experience. He's got a lot of experience being in charge of a fucking huge shithole.
Yeah, I know they have that in the works, but I'm going to go right out on a limb and say they can't pull that off. They'll try, but
if they pull that shit off,
no, he'll be good cop, bad cop.
To him, man.
It'll be good cop, bad cop type thing. So I don't know. I guess he might make it in there because they want him in there.
He's their guy. You think the fucking people aren't going to put their guy in? I'm going to take a piss.
I just saw Street Beef videos as he calls death sentence. That's it. Death sentence.
Death sentence. Fuck yes. Oh my
God.
Yeah.
Scrawny jogger who just cannot fight. He gets his ass kicked. He's a little bitch, man. He's the death bitch. He's meth sentence. Okay, that's a better one. Oh, fuck, dude, the guy is fucking straight out of his fucking mind. He can't fucking beat anybody. I look for his fights because I want to laugh, right? Because the guy, death, you just fucking prepare to die. All this bullshit, and then fucking he goes, it just down he goes, and fucking they trounce on his head again, right? And he's 100% gay, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's got to be. I think he's in there just to fucking get manhandled, right? Because that's what happens every time. Joey says they're going to make Trump king. Well, if you buy into all that, shit, they one author wrote a whole series about this. But no, they talk about the junior, right? The junior, Trump Jr. that's going to come in. He's going to usher in his own nepotism offspring. And so, yeah, that's all going to be played out in the script. I'm not going to worry about anything until we see some motherfucker lay in the streets dead from a head wound for 3 days and then resurrect the Antichrist. Yeah. Until that happens, we ain't even in the end game yet. So, but they are testing all their technologies that they're going to use in the end game. And this is why you're seeing all this, Bigfoot here and UFO there. And yeah, they're testing all that technology and beta testing it. See how the public will react and see how well they can pull it off. All the Project Bluebeam shit. I saw a video where they showed what looked like a guy up in the sky, and who do you resemble? Of course, Jesus, right? And so they're testing their Bluebeam shit and all that different technology. They're putting thoughts in people's brains. You saw it,
100%.
100%. Inject thoughts. They can literally make it sound like there's a ghost whispering in your ear, right?
I believe the iPhone has technology in it that can at least in the ballpark of mind reading. I believe that
every
100%.
one of our little Star Trek communicator devices has got the room mapped out for them to where they don't even have to fucking They can see right through the walls. They can tap that shit right out.
It, 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 it
right out.
it can detect your brain patterns. I'm not saying it literally can read exactly what you're thinking, but
dude, it knows when I'm high. It knows when I'm high all the time, right? And so I don't give a fuck. I've already told them, hey, let's shoot it out today, every day.
Here's
let's
the one
now.
Explain this algorithm for me. This must be a pretty severe algorithm. You all ready? I'm over at the sink. The sink is not in view of the TV. I'm watching Carson on Roku TV. I'm watching Johnny Carson channel on Roku TV. This isn't YouTube.
Nice.
And I'm washing the dishes, and I got my dishwasher soap, right? And I'm trying to, and there's only a little bit of soap, so I'm trying to balance the fucking dishwasher bottle so all the soap drains to the bottom. So next time I do that, I go sit back down, and Carson, hey, TV dinner, Burt Reynolds, what do you got to say about that? TV dinner, I eat it every day. Wink, wink. And then the next commercial.
Oh, that's good.
Are you fucking sick of trying to fucking balance the fucking Dawn liquid soap to get all the fucking soap to the bottom? Get the fucking Dawn flat cap. You just put it down. Boom.
No shit.
No more fucking trying to balance the fucking stupid liquid soap bottle. I don't know what kind of fucking algorithm that is, bro, but that's a fucking serious ass algorithm right there, bro.
Yeah.
Cheers, Reg.
You know what? That's gonna be my DJ name, Algorithm, right?
Bada bing.
Boom, boom. Now it's gonna be artificial, right? Bam.
Holy fucking shit! Somebody obviously has taken. If somebody hasn't taken that already, then we live in a fucking society of morons, which we do. But...
dude, no. That's
I have a new thing. I have a thing called Flip Phone Studio. I have Flip Phone Studio at Gmail. That's just kind of like just something I came up with. And the logo is just like a little Motorola flip phone from the 90s. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But like a silhouette of it.
I
recently been getting better. I finally figured out Adobe Illustrator. I can make logos. I can make good logos now. Yeah, you need a logo. Just tell me like what. You're right. I fucking love you, man.
Artificial, right? That was my first idea for my DJ name since the artificial AI music, right? And so I might still go with it. I don't know, but I was always
DJ Maestro.
Amir Pond. Remember? No, Amir Pond. I'm Amir Pond. It's always been Amir Pond was the original name. But Maestro was just the fakey one I put up for all this other bullshit, right? I guess it would probably work because he would be the producer manager type dude, the maestro, right? Because that's what the maestro does is guide the orchestra with his little fucking baton up there and shit, right? The maestro. But you know what the definition of maestro actually means? Master of all arts or any art or something like that. I mean, like, yeah, they're really not just a master of the, right? It's a master of all arts. But yeah, that was just the one I put up on Suno as the name. But people have asked me, all right, well, you know what my first idea for a DJ name was years ago when I had to fill in at the bar I was working at. They said, oh yeah, what's your DJ name? And I said, I'm the J, right? Not just the DJ, I am the J, right?
You're the J.
Right. The J. Shit. That was my whole, right? And, but nobody got it. They were all fucking stupid, right? They go, what? The J? What's the J? No, it's the J, right? No, nobody.
The J, motherfucker.
Right? Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was like, and I would have to say, I'm DJ the J, right? That's the only way to get it. So what's the point, right?
DJ the J.
It was meant to be witty. You don't even have. You're not even a DJ. You're the J, right? Fuck, dude. So that was my first
like
one.
10 steps ahead of everyone, man.
It didn't work out. Nobody got it. So you gotta remember there's a lot of stupid fucking programs out there. Oh fuck. That reminds me. Okay, I gotta throw this theory at you right now. All right. This is remember how they say we're in a simulation? We're in agreement on that, right? It's in a simulation. Yeah,
everybody's in agreement on that right now.
We're in the simulation. Okay. Now I pushed it to the thinking about that, pushed it to the next level, right? When you're playing a video game or a simulation, how many players are in that game while you're playing?
Real
Yourself,
players
right?
or NPCs?
Most games are just you against the game, right? Most, but now they got multiple players, but almost all of them since day one were just the player against the thing. One person in the simulation. Based on that, I'm saying that 95% of the people out there are all programs. They're not NPCs, different, non-participating, that's different. These people are participating, but they are programs. It's programmed. You think it's a real person, it's just a program. And there's only rare few actual players in this game. And of course, I know that I'm one, right? Because my life has been saved by so many weird fucking miraculous things have saved my dumbass so many times that I got suspicious. Why the fuck, right? Why do I keep surviving all these things? My friends die from this shit, right? Because a lot of people die commercial fishing.
I suffer from the same.
Pretty soon I accepted it, right? And I just let it go because I could worry about it all day. Why the fuck, right? But no. Anyway, this is where it boils down to. 95% of the people you know are programs. Are you a player or a program?
Dude.
Honest question. You're a player or a program?
You won't be able to know, bro.
You won't be able to know, even if you are programmed, that's not part of the program to be self-aware, right? And so you believe that you are that person, the real person, your program.
I'm a player, but they're not going to take me alive.
Well, there's another way that I think is another criteria to judge whether you are or somebody else is a program or a player. Is look at the people who are real players and the unseen entities around us right now are afraid of us because we are what? Creators. We can think up a thought, and next thing we can create it. Everything in this world that you see around you, look around your room. Everything you see was a thought in somebody's mind before, and then they made it, right? And they made it happen.
Think about that a lot.
Everything's a thought, right? And so if you create things all the time, like I do with my artwork and everything fucking thing else, that's a pretty good sign that you're a player, not a program. Right? Mm-hmm. And I know people who say, "Oh, you did that. I can't even draw a stick figure." There you go. There's a program right there. Right?
People,
see what I'm saying?
My girlfriend in high school, her like crisis of existence was that I was so creative, and she's like, "You're so creative," and I'm like stupid. Like I can't even like draw.
That's a program right there. That's a program.
Paint a flower.
That's a program right there. Trying
Everybody's
to fucking
creative. Like, go draw a flower or something. Or have sex with me and give me a blowjob.
Anything that's gonna try to stunt your own creativity is gonna be a program, as you know, right? But these programs aren't even gonna know that they're programs. Remember, like the Blade Runner, where it's like Harrison Ford's like, how can it not know what it is, right? Remember, because she was a replicant who thought she was human. Rachel. So there it is, right there. That's the dead giveaway.
Blade Runner since I was a kid.
You think you're real, but you're not. You're a fucking program, right? That's where the takeaway from that. 95% of the people out there, I guarantee you, this is why there's no 9 billion fucking people in the world. Why? Because 8.5 billion of them are fake.
Have you seen Dubé's breakdown on that shit, bro?
No.
Dude,
he's got one.
Adds up the 20. Dude, he adds up like the 20 most populated cities in India, and it comes out to like 300 million or something. He's like, so you're telling me that another like 1.3 billion live in the rural areas of India?
Okay, Dubé nails it again, right? So yeah, there's padded numbers. Jack's talking about this a lot.
Dead on with that.
Dead on. As soon as he said that, it was like, there's another one to put on the whiteboard, right? Because it just rings the bell of truth, you know.
I defer to Jack Torrance. He knows more than I do. I just want to state that.
Man, he predicted 9/11 and shit, man.
He's the made guy. And yeah,
hilarious.
he's very high level, man.
Yeah.
He's higher level than me and you, man. And we're very lucky. And it, like,
he never even cared
to like
cover that.
Fucking.
He never even liked the news even back then. Remember, he would say, "Come to you guys for news," right? And so yeah, he's never been.
The fact that he chooses to spend his time with us plebs is like, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I think he gets downloads, right? Boom, right from the fucking ether,
Of course
right?
he does.
And it gives him and boom.
He's
straight
in
into
the
him.
fucking dude. He's up there in Arkansas. Nobody's fucking with him, bro. Like
You know how many crystals, mines, and shit there
come
are
get a
around there?
piece.
The fucking Arkansas is
It's the limestone. It's the limestone. It's the limestone. That's what we have here. You're on top of a good bed of limestone. So I don't know the alchemical, specifics.
Well, that's where all the quartz and all the fucking
yeah. Oh, they got They got
stuff.
limestone. They probably got every fucking. They got diamonds and quartz and gold and whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's
fucking
the fucking. That's the fucking secret sauce up there.
The
man.
guy who tell me how these frequency generators work, like the one I got back there in the background with the quartz and shit. He lives in a place with no quartz, and they have to go to Arkansas to get theirs. Right? That's how it is. And then we've got quartz up the ass here. Shit. I mean, I found a giant chunk right in my driveway.
Right. Well, you're on like the fucking mother load. You're sitting on the mother load up there, bro.
Mother load, 100%. And so has a lot to do with your spiritual energy and whatnot too. You're getting that earth power. And so Joey's been cutting in and out, sadly. But
yeah,
we're over
Joey's back.
We're over 2 hours now. Over 2 hours.
Let's go
now,
3. So. Let's go Rogan.
3.
If you want to end it, you're cool.
Oh, Rogan style.
Let's go another 15. Let's go another 15.
Well, what do you
another
got?
10.
Pull something up because you can share. You can share too. Remember?
I got everything out that I wanted to get. The big thing is that you and me are going to that hotel where Robert Johnson, who sold his soul to the devil, to invent rock and roll. We're going there. We're staying in the room.
I'm gonna bring the fucking infrared cameras and the ghosty things. I'll bring the ghosty bag and get this. Remember the aura glasses? The guy that was he was just putting random dyes in between slides.
I got a guy in Miami that makes them out of quartz. I got a guy in Miami. Ones are called a black guy, the black airbender.
Coal ash makes this purplish looking tint dye, and they put it in the lens. And those are the ones that the guys were using in Vietnam and seeing demons, right? Through those dionysin or something like that. It's called.
I got a guy in Miami. He's from the Bahamas or some shit. He makes aura glasses out of quartz.
I have some. I have aura glasses made from the dionysin shit out of Russia. Because can't do it. They banned it here in the U.S. So I got these from a guy in Russia, and they supposedly dude. I got to tell you right now though. You are not wearing these unless you're outside in bright sunlight because you can't see shit inside. You put them on inside, you just like blacked out your eyes, right? They're that dark. And it's a deep purple, right? And so you're seeing the infrared and then you're seeing it in the ultraviolet with these, right? And so you're seeing the entire spectrum. Well, not the entire one, but you're seeing only one click pass on each side. But these is where those ghosty, demony things reside in this, and so you could see them. That's why in Vietnam they hit first generation of night vision was with these lenses, and they put them on these guys, and they had a red instead of green filter. It was red. These fuckers were straight opening fire on the helicopter, shooting at demons in the sky. Not even kidding you. The motherfuckers would have to yank them off the guns to make them stop. And they said, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "There's demons everywhere," right? And so they immediately cut this fucking thing. Oh, they get to see the demons with this. Yeah, no more of that. And so they came back, did a little more experimentation, put it on the green side, and then on the infrared, which is not habitated by the demons. You only see the ghosties on that one. And so that's the story on that. And so that's why I got some of those dionysin. I know I'm not saying that right, but that's kind of what the name is. And I think if we combine the lens with the infrared camera, boom, that's where we're going to see the demons. Yeah?
Can you imagine being in the shit over there in Vietnam, man? Did your dad go over there?
No. Dude, it was fake. No, I'm playing.
No, I know. Yeah.
Dude, part of the official story, so it's got to be fake, right?
But you watch Apocalypse. You ever watch? I mean, you've seen Apocalypse Now. That's a fucking badass fucking movie, man.
That fucking movie rules, bro. Are you kidding me? Fucking. I mean, I know there's parts that were
that's a fucking movie, bro.
But dude,
holy
no way.
fuck.
That fucking movie crushes it, right? That shit was
My
good.
uncle who was over there told me to watch. He said Platoon was a more accurate.
Right, sure, but you know what? The most accurate, of course, is going to be.
But he never smoked none of that weirdo tobacco. You know.
Full Metal Jacket is the best one ever, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I watched that.
Other than Tropic Thunder, of course, right? Tropic Thunder now.
Oh, absolutely.
That movie about the Vietnam War that was not even made. It was a theory, right? It was a.
Don't even get me started on Tropic Thunder. Let me educate y'all on some Tropic Thunder. All right.
Favorite comedy fucking movie ever, right?
Oh yeah.
Besides Zoolander,
you got to give it up for Ben Stiller, man. That's a mensch.
Dude,
right
Zoolander.
If there ever was a good Jew, it's Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler.
It's gotta be. Those two together are one fucking funny dude, right?
They're fucking the best Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler movies. Give me a fucking break, man. They're perfect. They're fucking
those guys,
perfect.
I mean, pretty funny.
Zoolander, dude. Zoolander. They fucking the MK Ultra. He gets MK Ultra in the movie. Like he gets kidnapped and like brought to an MK Ultra facility.
Dude, I love that movie. It's so funny. It is.
Assassinate the Prime Minister of Micronesia.
When I first got my hair cut and did the selfie, everybody said I was doing Blue Steel, right? So, Blue Steel, his only look. Remember? I'm working on Magnum. And
Magnum said blow us all away.
No, yeah, so
did you ever go?
Every one of his looks was this, right? Every one of them,
dude. Did you ever see Did you ever watch Zoolander 2?
Yeah, I did, and of course
when they're in the fucking when they got like fucking Ralph Lauren and like Kate Spade and all those people in a fucking Eyes Wide Shut. Dude, they had an Eyes Wide Shut scene in the movie, though.
They do.
No, it was not. No, it was not any. In terms of, it was not as good as it was. Not. It was a piece of shit compared.
No, it's not as funny as the original, but exactly. Yeah, he did.
But they literally had an Eyes Wide Shut scene in the movie, and they were going to sacrifice. They were going to sacrifice Derek Jr. They fattened him up for the slaughter with candy.
Dude, it was so funny.
They fattened him up for the slaughter, and then Ralph Lauren was about to fucking sacrifice him.
See, I think they let him do that because they knew that it was just going to be everybody's going to go, oh, that's just a stupid fucking funny, right?
Right.
And they did give away.
They hit it in plain sight, and they did it perfectly, and they fooled everybody.
It's more like as the Chew World Order goes on, they say how much that they need to put out at certain intervals.
The Shoe World Order. Right? The Shoe World Order. All these fuckers obsessed with their little Jordan, with their Jordan shoes. The Shoe World Order. You get what I'm saying?
Shoe World Order. Dude,
they all got these fucking Jordan. Hey, bro, I'm selling my Jordans, bro, on Facebook Marketplace. I'm selling my Jordans. I only wore them 4 times.
I need to start painting those Air
Jordans. You know how many fucking pairs of Jordans I paid for on my little fucking insurance job? You know how many pairs of Jordans I fucking paid out
tell
on?
us.
You're looking at fucking Robin Hood right here, motherfucker.
How many Jordans? How many?
I mean, I bought at least. How many? Oh, that's a good point. How
much were you able to give away?
I did about 600 claims. Let's say 10% of those are. I had some Jordans that got stole. Oh, I ain't got no proof. I bought that shit on the car. I bought that shit on Marketplace. I mean, dude, these Jordans are 600 a piece.
What was your limit to give out?
What's 600 times? I mean, I bought 30 grand worth of fake Jordans.
30. No. When you went to these claims, these guys claimed their whole house got destroyed. I want $500,000. How much?
Well, I'm renters. So
how much are you okay?
$10,000 promise you on that. 10,000.
What was you could give away 10 grand at your job? You could award them.
I have 10,000 full time, Rich. A full time.
No, what I'm asking you is that when you're settling all these claims as an insurance adjuster, what was your max amount of money that you could give somebody for whatever? What was the most money you could give away or award away? What was your limit? So I know they're going to say unlimited. You could give away 10 million if you wanted.
$10,000.
$10,000. That's all. That's all you could give away. 10,000. Shit.
I decide who gets what.
No,
up to
I'm only
10,000.
asking that because I'm wondering how much these fucking cheap ass piece of dog shit insurance companies, how bad they're lowballing people, right? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know
Right.
more about.
I decide who gets what up to 10,000. If it's under 10,000, I
What if there's
report to
more than
nobody.
10,000? What if
Listen,
there's more than
nobody.
10,000?
You see what I'm saying? If it's under 10,000, I answer to nobody. See what I'm saying?
Okay. So you got 10,000 you limit then. That's what we're getting at.
So somebody could go, hey, somebody
My
broke in
Jordans
and
got
stole
stolen.
all my Jordans. I had 10 pairs, 600 a piece. That's $6,000. Well, do you have any
No, I had 10
receipts?
pairs.
Do you have any pictures? I don't got no receipts. No, I don't have any pictures. Okay.
Dude,
It's up to me. It's up to me. You see what I'm saying?
Somebody did steal my Jordans.
So I could go, well, you have to have at least a receipt or something. Or I could go, I gotcha. You don't have a receipt. You know what? You know what? I'm going to do you a favor, all right? I'll do you a favor you don't forget. I'm going to go ahead and pay for your 4 pairs of Jordans. You get $2,400, all right? We square?
No way.
We square? That's
all right,
what I thought.
I got to turn on the light so you can look at my pea skin.
Hey,
because we're getting.
This brings me that I remembered the final point that I wanted to wrap up on.
Okay, hold on. Before you get to that, look at my skin of my hand. This is the way they say the hand shows the aging first, right? Now look at you're not looking.
My bad. I just got a text from my mom that one of my homies is pregnant.
Boop, boop, boop. Look at that.
Listen.
The same type of skin hands I had when I was 30.
We exposed ourselves as gatekeepers of the eternal P. If we keep talking about this, the Israelis are going to have a helicopter over my apartment in 5 minutes. So, congratulations, Reg. I salute you, sir. You fucking took everybody to the inner sanctum. We're not P evangelists. We're moving on from the P thing. That's we're moving on from that. You got 2 episodes of pure gold. Wink, wink, pun intended. The final point I wanted to bring to you is that I have a cousin. My cousin, right? I wanted to save this to the end because I knew it was going to get you worked up. I got a cousin, right? He's been taking care of his grandma. He's the one that took care of the grandma, right? She just passed.
She passed away and she had no will?
She left him the house and the car.
And they're all contesting.
The rest of the family. This is New Orleans Italian / Cajun. They're like, you got to be fucking. She left everything to him. She left everything to him, not her kids. She got 5 kids. She left everything to him, not the kids.
This is the most important thing for him. Then is who put in the will. If she put it in with the state and filed it before she died, then it's pre-verified. But if anybody else brought that thing in, whoever brought it in has to make 13 plus legalese statements about the document on an affidavit in a motion put into the court, or you're gonna lose it all. Right?
She wrote it up in 20. She wrote it up in 2020 when COVID hit.
It was right.
She went and got her lawyer and said, "I got to write my will up, and I'm leaving everything."
Okay, so is it filed in with the state already? Them, so if it's already filed, they're good. Right? He's pre-verified.
It's 100%. The kid, his aunt and uncles. He's her grandson.
Let me ask you this then: are they contesting that will?
One of them is giving him a lot of grief about it, apparently, and maybe some of the other ones are giving him a little bit of grief.
Anything. I'm just talking about legally.
Yeah. I don't think so at this point, but yeah, just something I wanted to bring up to you, because I know it's just a situation. I talked to him on the phone. I said, bleep, you're the fucking man. You did what you were you chose to be the bigger man. You took care of your grandma. You deserve everything. Whatever she said, it's yours, bro. I don't give a fuck what her kids are freaking the fuck out.
See,
The
court won't
dad,
either. The court won't
the
either.
dad did
Right.
a similar thing to them. The dad and the mom were not together, had not been together for a long time, and the dad passed
Right,
about
same
2
situation as
years
ours.
before the mom. And the dad did a similar thing to all the kids. And
They must
he's
have
the
been real scum
grandson.
kids.
He's autistic. He's I love him, man. I love him
Oh,
to
right.
death.
That guy. Dude.
I got 2 of
Totally,
them. I
man.
got 2 of them, and they're my guardian angels, and I'll die for them right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, there's something to that. There's something to that because those, I mean, when they're autistic, they have other gifts, more important gifts than fucking stupid society, right? And so, yeah, they're
One of them
I would see that.
reached
I
out
would
to
see that.
me randomly. I got a call from him, and it pulled me out of a dark place. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, man,
See?
I
There you go.
I was
Get this.
supposed to
I think
call
they're players. Those are players, not programs. That's my theory
100%,
too.
man.
Those are players.
And my cousin, he's an actor. He's an actor. He wants to be an actor.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and so I want to help him like with his acting, you know.
Oh,
And
I could give advice on that too, because you could avoid some of the fucking bullshit that I had to go through.
I'm gonna have to start doing a little. We're gonna do some Instagram, comedy, some Instagram sketches, just like short attention span, millennial Instagram
Right.
shit, but good,
First rule of
clean,
anything.
good, clean humor.
First rule of anything is you got to write everything down. Everything. Every stupid idea, you know, however lame it is, right? You got to write it all down. And
Thank you.
any
Thank you for reminding me.
you got to write everything out in script form.
Duncan
because
Trussell, if
you
you're
ever
not
wanna go
writing in a
anywhere with this-
notebook 8 hours a
If you ever
day,
wanna
you're
go
not a
anywhere with this,
professional
you're gonna
actor.
have
You're
to be
not a
able-
professional comedian.
If you ever want to go anywhere movie wise with anything in your life, you got to know how to write script. All right.
First
Write
thing
and
anyone
read
ever
script.
told me in Hollywood is if you're not writing
Yeah.
in a notebook 8 hours a day, you're not a professional.
If you're not writing script in proper format, you aren't either, right? And
Mhm.
so most people
You're
don't
not
do that.
spending
If you could do
8
that,
hours a day
gonna
writing
fucking-
material, you're not serious.
dude, I learned there's a billion screenwriting books out there, right? Billions of them. I'm not even kidding you. There's only one of them that will show you the proper way to write it structurally, and that's the Sid Field one. And then there's one of them that you want to get that doesn't even talk about screenwriting. It's the exact opposite of the spectrum. It talks about story structure, right? And how the best movies have certain elements to it. They did a fucking analyzed all the best movies that ever was, not just grossing, right? Talking Oscar winners and everything. Every movie that just ever grabbed anybody, right? And they all have a certain formula. And it's simple. It's beginning, middle, and end. Beginning, problem for hero, Joe Everyman, right? You got to have your everyman character that people can identify with. He goes, some stuff happens, and by the end of that area, boom, there's a plot point. Oh, maybe we're going with the story. And then by the next plot point is all is lost moment, right? That's the end of the middle act. Boom. At the end of that, Joe Everyman everything just fucking shit on him, and he got ripped off of everything, and he ain't got no money. He's fucking penniless in Peru. You see what I'm getting at? All is lost. He got no fucking hope, does he? And then the next final act ends, and that's the shorter end. The shorter segment of the film is all in this last 10, 20 minutes, whatever. And that's where he digs deep and fucking he rises to the occasion and defeats these all odds and gets to do his overarching desire comes true, right? And that's the formula, because everybody can cheer in the audience. And a perfect example is Rocky, right? Rocky is the exact formula that Hollywood wants. Nobody comes in and wins and woo, right? There you go. That's it. That's
if
all it
he
is.
dies, he dies.
If you can do that, then that's exact formula Hollywood is searching the fucking universe for. And so if you can do that, you might be able to make it. Hey, dude, you know how Stallone made it with that fucking script he wrote in 48 hours?
He wrote that shit in 48 hours?
He wrote 48
Oh,
hours. You know how
fucking
he
shit.
died?
That guy's a fucking mason.
Look it up. But you know how he got it done?
doing the fucking hand signs and this hand
he
sign.
did a movie. He did a movie before this called The Italian Stallion, and it was gay porn. And I'm not kidding you. Look that shit up.
Of course.
Yeah, and so that's how he got made. I mean, it's not who you know, it's who you blow. So he proved that.
We all know this.
No, look, no, dude, don't get me wrong.
Hey,
like
that's why I'm working a
I like
fucking
what Stallone
piece of
is
shit
on.
job, man. I was out
Dude,
there.
Stallone's a good writer. Stallone's a good writer. If he's
Dude,
writing all this,
I used to
he
deliver
is. He's a
weed.
fucking very good writer. Look at fucking the Ram, not just Rambo, but the later Rambos, dude. Motherfucker, you get that one where they're over in Malaysia or wherever the fuck they did that, Myanmar or whatever the fuck it is, the country that's just fucking mob rules, right? They filmed it there, and fucking that movie is fucking raw, dude. Have you seen that one?
I have.
So
But we're gonna have to do it.
Old Rambo, dude. Old Rambo fucking kicks ass, dude. I'm not kidding. Old Rambo.
Old Rambo. I'm gonna look that up.
My boy.
We're gonna have to do a
my boy.
We're gonna have to do a phomos.
Oh, I just felt the piss.
Oh yeah, that happens. That'll happen when you got
fatal fucking
that'll happen with the piss.
Dude, I got a towel right here. Thank God. Dude,
We're gonna have to do a
piss air. Oh,
speaking of nastiness and gross disgustiness, we're gonna have to do a FOMO's True Hollywood Stories episode one day.
Over here.
Y'all don't even know. I've delivered weed to like porn stars that I used to watch. Like I've met porn stars that I jerked off to. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
I was in Hollywood. I'm a Hollywood guy.
Piss got on everything.
It happens, Reg.
No, it doesn't.
Happens.
Never happened.
You think I haven't spilled a cup of piss? Give me a fucking break.
Dude, we got end stream. I got to clean this up. Oh my God. I'm not kidding you. It got
welcome to the bottom of the rabbit hole, everybody.
My pipe, my weed, my fucking.
I'm going to sign off. Call me on my phone, Reg.
Dude, I did not plan this. All right? Everybody's thinking that
didn't.
right now.
This is the bottom of the rabbit hole. God. This is not planned.
Piss. Dude, piss.
It's a little bit of piss, man. You go. I'll go piss on myself right now, dude.
This is not shit.
I want to stay up all night. Fucking yeah, right. That's the running joke, right? That's the running joke. Is that hey, you know what goes great with a glass of piss? Is a nice bowl of shit. That's the
dude,
joke,
I just
right?
saw that coming, but I did. That shit's hilarious.
I know you don't see it coming. You don't see that one coming. But that's the joke.
But seriously, I did spill the piss. God damn it!
Do not eat your own shit. The shit is the bad stuff. The pee is the good stuff. Very.
Dude, I got another jar in there. You gotta fucking have 2 jars circulating.
Black and white.
Dude, my Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers.
Pee.
All right, you're right.
This has devolved into the poo poo pee pee stream, hasn't it? Poop and pee. I'm Alex Jones. You want to talk about some poo poo and some pee pee? Oh yeah.
Oh shit, we fall into the Jones level. No. Oh my God, cheers.
Look, I've heard rumors that Netanyahu goes into the White House and takes poo poo on Donald Trump's pillow. And Donald Trump says, "Thank you, sir, may I have another." That's just the rumor that I heard.
Dude, that's good. That's fucking good. You gotta, like I'm saying, you gotta fucking do those voices and then put the fucking
Netanyahu, what he does is he goes and he takes a glass, right? And then he pees in it. Ooh, and he says, "Here you go, Trump." And then Trump says, "Thank you, sir."
Oh shit, dude. Give me another.
Yeah, that's just the rumor on the street.
Oh my God. Dude.
Okay, we got
that's it. You're going viral with that shit. That's what you got to do. Animate those pictures to do that.
We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Have you watched InfoWars lately, right? Have you seen him talking about the Muslims? Oh, the Muslims are taking over. The Muslim propaganda. All this Jew propaganda. All this Jew propaganda. It was all the Muslims. It was the Muslim Brotherhood. And they've gotten everybody to become anti-Semites. And they've turned everybody against Israel. And I got to tell you, folks, if we don't get on the side of Israel real fast, I mean, we're going to be in big trouble because the Muslims are going to just come and rape all of our women. And they're going to bring the Chinese in here, the Chi-Coms. And the Muslims are working with the Chi-Coms. And, you know, we better bless Israel real fast. I'm telling you, folks, or it's going to be real.
It's like I'm listening to him. You got that. You got that down.
We better just bend over right now and let Israel just put their big Netanyahu wiener right up our butthole. Or I'm telling you, it's going to be real bad.
Dude, you did the best Alex that I've heard out of anybody ever, right?
Well, I mean, I see him at
Not a
Barton Springs almost every Sunday. I don't go up to him and talk to him because he's with his daughter, and I want to leave him alone and let him have a little bit of peace and quiet. Just one refuse is one little Sunday morning ritual that he does with his beautiful 11-year-old daughter and her friends are just beautiful human beings who just make me appreciate life and the Creator and Jesus Christ and realize why I'm here on a mission from God to just destroy evil and destroy the Muslim Brotherhood that wants to destroy Israel.
Dude, that's good. Dude, you got him down. That's gold. I'm telling you, you just do some freestyling like that and just animate it with the AI for the lip sync picture, dude. All the sites have it. You can get fucking. You could even get face swap where you could do the acting for them, right?
We have to figure out. We have to figure out that face swap thing that Kyle Dunnigan does. He's a fucking
100%. Dude, well,
he does RFK Jr. You seen his RFK?
Dude, hey, go on and get that Wicked AI. Go to Wicked AI and buy the $47 lifetime access, and you'll get all of that shit. Fucking face swap. You can do porn with it.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And on that, 2 hours and 30 minutes, I think that's a good time to end.
Oh, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Yeah, we got okay, that's it.
Or do we go full Rogan? Do we go another 30? I'm down. I got to take a piss if you want to.
I got to clean up the piss. Dude, the piss.
That's right. You clean it up. I'm going to go take a piss. You end the stream.
Stay on for the Jetson call, though,
after.
Of
course. Yeah, I'm going to go take a piss, man. Right. End this shit. And
Big love, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Last Mohicans.
Hell yeah.
They're not going to take us alive. If you're on this stream, you're the man.
Dude, you got to host sometime. Anyway, so, yeah. Thanks for joining, everybody. And boost your immune system now. Get out there. Just do it, baby. Do it. And Logan, thanks for hanging out. P doesn't sound good. No, P is it, dude. It's the miracle. It is. And don't drink it. Do not drink it. Just rub it on the bad spot. You'll be fine. So, couple comments here. Locust says some big influential Chew said that in an interview a few years ago that humans are programmable creatures. Of course. Why do you think they call it programming? I mean, for the TV. TV is the ultimate mind control device. Anything on your computer is a mere faker or a shadow. Some big okay, we get it. Said in the interview, yeah, well, okay, we got that. Oh, he said this multiple times. Anyway, big love, everybody. We'll catch you next time. Next Wednesday. Have a great one. And store up all the shit you're gonna need. Give somebody a hug. Boost the immune system now. If you can't buy any supplements, get in that cold water, limited cold exposure, cold shower work. Just do it. And I will see you next time.